Yeah, okay, it's working now. Hi, welcome. This is NORCO. NORCO is a game I found on Game Pass, and I thought it looked really cool, so I checked it out for like 20 minutes or so, and it looked, like, from what I saw, it seemed pretty promising, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Just before I start that up, just gonna do one thing. Hey, cool. So yeah, this should be fun. What I saw was really good. So it takes place in Norco, Louisiana. It tells you sort of on the bottom right there. Shield hid the stars behind halogen and flame projected onto the sky every night. There was no such thing as silence. The noise never went away. The refinery exhaled an endless sigh. I still can't sleep without that sound. In your dreams, the towers were grand cathedrals, places of worship. The swamps hid behind mirrors like spies. The birds transformed into radiant spheres and traced omens above the highway blight. I spent your adolescence sleepwalking between little devastating rituals. Though Blake pleaded, you decided to leave. I didn't care. But for a while you did. You caught it on a grainer to Chicago and onward to the west coast. You'd never left Louisiana and never thought you thought you'd never return. You thought the ghosts of your lowlands wouldn't find you hiding along the road. Really admire the meticulous detail in the pixel art in this game, and the music that's just really cool. The years carried you through overlit suburbs of the vast American limbo, across mountains above cell towers. Thumbing down 99, you saw an old man crouched in a roadside ditch. He was mouthing your name, he had a familiar gaze. He was gone when you wiped the sleep from your eyes. You spoke to Blake, learning of your mother's declining health, her insomnia, her erratic behavior. You ignored the urgency in your brother's voice. That's me. By and by, you made your way to the east. You threw your phone into the Rio Grande, you joined the armies of the Mesa. For months, you were in the company of fugitives. You slept in nuclear tunnels, repairing engines and weaponry. This is Albuquerque, New Mexico. The war was a mine that set Albuquerque on fire. You escaped while on foot, while foot soldiers of a pop-up junta bloodied the parched land, while hiding in the berth of a freightliner. You slept. You slept easily as the truck shuttled through the plains. You called home from a landline in a motel somewhere beyond Texas. You knew from Blake's hello that your mother was already dead. You hung up, shouldered your bag, returned to the highway. 5 years had passed. The ghosts were calling you back home. Act 1. Lowland Ghosts. I think that's a really cool, intro. You wake from a delirious dream to find yourself in a childhood bedroom. Monkey watches you from the corner. Did I put auto on by accident? So you have this cool mind web thing. Turn off auto. You were traveling through the Midwest. The freight cars rattled in the cold dusk as you crouched on the grainer porch. The cell towers peeked over the flat country, translating the notions of the world. The lights of the suburban Memphis, the fences, the traffic, the stark shadow under the lavender blanket of clouds. Afraid, tired, silent, and alert at each terminal, you watched the night decay for miles. Then what? You rode in the back of a van which, between amplifiers from Chicago to Des Moines, you stole a heater from Walmart and brought it to the poorly attended house show. Des Moines to Kansas City to Denver. Across the Rockies, your friends went south and you were glad to be alone. You spent long nights along those highways in a shitty sleeping bag. You bathed in rivers. You watched the ocean of outer space. You watched the satellites travel along their course. Down the Pacific coast, summer days arrived. You built a bike in the garage in Eureka and took it south. Generators shows on the beach, interstate on-ramps teeming with personalities. The familiar smile on the face of an old man in the Central Valley ditch. The old man. That smile burned its image into your eyes. You are home again. Because your brother needs you, because your mom died. And so it updates, as you start going through different things in your head and you learn new information. It seems like it's a mystery game, although the only mystery I've seen so far is just learning more about what your mother was doing before she died. Your mom died. The cancer metastasized. It was in her liver and then her lungs. Then it was her brain. She was on chemo, never finished her third course. At the hospice on Jefferson Highway, Blake said the traffic shook the building. He left before he drew her last breath. Before she drew her last breath. Alone with the morphine drip and the rattling glass, that's how Catherine died. Your mom. Your brother is a lot. Younger, reckless, gets in trouble, spends sleepless nights scrolling image boards. An edgelord, a shitlord, a sensitive soul, compassionate, foolish, can't take criticism, always needs money, tries to help those he loves but often makes things worse. What else? Insecure, dysmorphic, constantly checking his reflection, always seeking validation. Was terrified of you leaving, and now he's terrified of you dying. When I think of him, all I feel is guilt and obligation. No love or anything like it. Your brother is oblivious. Your grandmother once said that she didn't expect much from Blake. She said he was short-tempered, oblivious, and couldn't focus. Blake was sitting in the chair across from her, staring down at a tablet. After she left the room, you asked how he felt. I feel fine, he said. Why? Because of what Gran said, he responded. He looked confused. What'd she say? Your brother. Old ditch man. The smile of the man who crouched in the ditch of the highway revisits your mind. His head was smudged with Wednesday ashes and the mascara ran from his eyes. That's everything we've got right now. But, we do have Monkey. Monkey, your best friend, a childhood gift. You spoke with him often when things got difficult, but then you left. He sat here for 5 years collecting dust. 5 years, his eyes filled with anger as he challenges you to return his gaze. Staring Contest Part 1. So there's like mini games too, it seems? Done this one already, so it's like Simon Says. You successfully meet Monkey's gaze with a cool assurance. However, his expression is unchanged. You stare more intensely. Part 2. This one's like Osu or something? I fucked that one up a little bit there. Yeah, I've done this again, but obviously not a pro at this. Anger melts from Monkey's face, but it's okay. Monkey forgives. Come with me, Monkey. You drape Monkey over your shoulder. The laptop your brain gifted you idles on a shoddy particle board desk. Let's wake the laptop. As the screen illuminates, you notice that the signal in the house is dead, no internet. I love the sound design of this game. It's so calming after that really intense intro with that bing synthy kind of music. So good. So good. Also, I've been having computer issues the last few days. This is the first day my computer's decided to work properly. Give it a vigorous shake and a beating, gonna beat it into it. It looks like Blake was using the computer at some point. He left a browser tab open. New tab. Boy. Alright, message boards. Modbot. Archived all YX2Q posts. SCP Anglers. So this is the SCP Anglers board on fake not Reddit or 4chan or whatever this is supposed to be. Anybody still post here? No. Place is a wasteland. Mods are all SJWs. You're posting. Nice one, jackass. Forgot I even posted. Wanted to run something by you, gents. Was knocking out a sack of late in a spillway. Saw a big round glowing thing in the sky. Call that the sun, OP? Funny. Talk to somebody else. Seen it too near the parish canal. Bruh, that's the sun. Oh, LMAO, I see everyday OP being rising and setting. Every day I've been alive. Drop it, fucks. Nobody's seen it, or anybody's seen it or not. Nothing like this but birds in them swamps be acting weird. We've all seen the sun, bruh. Relax. Looked like it was made of glass, maybe. Would glow real bright, then not at all. Moved fast. Best pick I could get. All kinds of shipping happening out that way. Get some sleep, OP. Eat cash fast and solve quack job. Use promo code #bleed3 for up to 0.005 quack coin. Ooh, it's getting real. What the fuck kind of name is Quack Job? Just like the name sounds, full of lunatics. App's way of getting you to join a cult. Worse than them people living in in the mall in Kenner. Can't trade that coin. They use it on hardly any exchanges because everybody knows the goddamn Ponzi scheme. Mods won't do a thing about shills, but they ban you in the spot for using naughty word. Place is a joke. It's because you're using gamer words. Clarinet's nothing but celeb libs and bots. Seen this exact thing, OP. Still there? Seen at the base of the upper section. I almost wonder if this is like... How long... Oh, it's been like months since they posted. It was like October 19th and now it's December 17th. I'm gonna assume that last one's my brother. A sticker from grade school, half peeled from the window. Flyer from the show your friend put on a few weeks before you left town. Fight broke out while one of the opening bands played. Got whipped in the face with a bike chain. Still have a scar above your left eye. After that show, you and Blake shot fireworks from the roof of a hotel on Poydras Street, sleepless and sober. The two of you walked back to Norco. You both watched the sun climb over the grain elevators. By the way, I'm not American, so a lot of these American places they've mentioned so far mean somewhat little to me, just because I'm not as familiar with American geography. Among the books on the shelf is a slim volume called Crisis LARPing. What's it say? Proto-disaster tourism began almost as soon as the floodwaters left. Punks from across the country ventured into the Ninth Ward, Gentilly, St. Bernard, and finally the East. They curated theatrical self-portrait of their lives in the ruins. The aesthetics of disaster were central to that emerging milieu. It began to percolate into popular culture. Collapse became a zeitgeist. Wise investors recuperated the experience of disaster. New Orleans became a plastic dystopia, a marketplace for crisis. You assume Million had been keeping the plants alive. Well, that's nice of Million. Probably meet Million very soon, to be honest. So you click the bottom corner to go to different areas. Your mom's unfolded laundry. A letter from Shield Oil sits atop a stack of mail. Dear neighbor, please be advised. There will be elevated flaring at the site of a number 5 stack near Good Hope on the evening of Thursday, March 19th. This will pose no health risk to residents. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact the Shield NORCO office in community engagement. Music's so good. Ooh, music's so good. I'm probably going to turn it down just slightly, though, just so that it's not too overpowering. Yeah, that seems like it's probably okay. Let's try like that. Yeah, that's probably fine. You know what? Give me a second. Let me just check. I want to leave you guys not hearing this beautiful music. Yeah, that's good. I think that's good. You guys are fine. If it's an issue and someone in chat wants to hear the music so much more, you tell me. I'll put it blasted. Memories of sleepless nights in the dull refinery hum in the red halogen half-darkness. Your mom sitting here, staring through the window. There was a tension in her demeanor, as if you were interrupting some urgent and obligatory task. You'd continue to the kitchen with no words exchanged. I thought she hated me. She was thinking about Blue. She barely knew you were there. Blue? Photo of your mom holding Blake as a baby on a beach in Pensacola, Florida. It's winter. You stand beside them, bundled up and laughing as a gust of wind breaks the beach. The sky is bone white. I can go to the kitchen. You've discovered so many dead cockroaches in this microwave over the years that it's discouraged you from using it. For several months, a dead baby roach was stuck between the clock's display and the perspective screen, blocking the hour. Blake finally shook the microwave aggressively enough that the roach fell into the guts of the machine. That's frickin' disgusting, man. I've dealt with that in my own house. Not in a microwave, thank God, but like, oh my gosh. I live in an apartment, and I've had some messy roommates sometimes, but, you know, it happens. It's hard to fight them. But I got rid of them. Oh my god, I got rid of them. Ugh. Okay. Your mom's painkillers are spilled across the counter. Enough thinking about that horrific PTSD-inducing moment. I'm gonna think about whatever's going on in this sad, sad home. You were always frightened by the laundry room. Why? I mean, that's fair. I mean, as a kid, I was like, run up the stairs while you try to go upstairs thing from the basement. Yeah, could not do it. Used to be so much more clutter up here. Imagine your mom gave it away as the end approached. Yeah, there's really not anything up here. Okay, back down we go. And there's no food in the fridge either? Also, it looks like mom is kind of religious. Oh, hello. Talk to you in a second. Your mom's old 4-cylinder, 350cc bike. It has an extensive rust and wear. This truck was your grandfather's. You remember riding in his lap while he let you steer. The dead wasps that collected behind the seat, the smell of grease, whiskey, and nicotine. You and Blake would drive the truck into New Orleans on the weekends. No AC, windows down, the rattling chassis, and the deafening going of 70. The rattling chassis was deafening going 75 on Interstate 10. Million has been slowly repairing the vehicle since your mom's death. Thanks, Million. A steel pry bar lies on the ground. Towers of the refinery wink in a subtle, familiar rhythm. And crabnet? A disintegrating crabnet. Blue taught your mom how to make these, and your mom taught you. In the summers, you'd bike to the suction before sunrise, tie chicken necks to the bottom ring of your neck, submerge it, sit there nursing your coffee while the swamp raised its voice. You'd come home with a dozen or so crabs snapping and writhing in burlap bags. You assume your mom hadn't been out in the water much this year. Do I have more? A little bit, just S.H.I.E.L.D. I'll do more about S.H.I.E.L.D. later. I wanna get talking to people. Million sits in her characteristic slouch, lost in thought. Her carapace is taken on the rusted and weathered, worn quality of the rest of the machinery in the yard. That's how you pronounce that word, carapace? I think so. You recall the night that your mom showed up with her. You and Blake stayed up past dawn, poring over pirated API docs. Her ragdoll mass was slumped on the floor as you wrote the routing procedure. Man, I wish I could do that. I'm not good at programming and stuff, but this world seems like everybody's kind of good at that kind of stuff. Wondered if such memories hide behind her constellation eyes. The robot regards you casually. Cool. Wish I had a friend with a cool face like that. All my friends have stupid faces with regular people's, smiles and stuff. It's so frickin' boring. Okay, you're awake. Best sleep in years. The sound of the refinery always did help you sleep, didn't it? In any case, I'm certain it was no help. She gestures towards the motorcycle at the edge of the carport. I was turning over the engine on that bike to test the coils. It was quite noisy, but they're in good shape now. All I need is a fuse, and we can use it to get around while I finish repairing the truck. I heard the phone ringing inside, but I had my hands full. Where can I get a fuse? The gas station just up the road has them, but you may have to persuade Troy to let you in. Okay. Whoever Troy is. I'm just adjusting my microphone arm real quick. Just, it's getting in my vision of the words while I'm trying to read them. It doesn't help me. It's not helpful. Why did I set myself up like this? Why did I sabotage myself? Anyways. Okay. Were you expecting a call? Many people have been calling since Catherine died. Your brother is usually the one to answer the phone, but I don't know where he went off to. Wonder where he could be. Likely at the bar or bookstore, if I had to guess. Why would so many people be calling? Your mother left behind a lot of loose ends. From what little I know, I gathered she was conducting research for a client in Fat City. I sense that many people would like to acquire that data. I am unaware of where she has hidden it. Perhaps Blake knows its whereabouts. Who would want to see this data? Your mother spent her entire life researching this town. She knew histories that others have forgotten. Histories that have a lot of value in this place. So, who's the client? I haven't a clue. These aren't things she discussed with me. As the cancer spread, she became more guarded with her research. I took her knowledge for granted. Your mother had a lot to teach, but she wasn't always the easiest person to get along with. So, anyway, that's all. Talk to you later, Million. You're pretty cool. Let's go back inside. Go to the living room. Is there anything else? Front yard? No. That's everything. Let's go outside. We're basically almost at where I was when I stopped testing this. Three crows eye you from the power line. Kitty, your mom fed the neighborhood strays. They must be hungry since she passed. Now I'm sad. Thank you. 3 times this house is flooded. The first flood. First flood is a shadow of a memory. Placing your feet down on drenched carpet, your mom and grandfather ripping out sheetrock, sitting in a small RV in the backyard, setting dolls on a cluttered little table. Second flood. You were 14. The pumping station failed during a heavy rain. You were in class watching the clouds move upriver. You got a text message from your mom. Stay in Destran. I'll come and get you. For 2 weeks, you shared a hotel room with your mom and Blake. She spent all her days gutting the house. In the evenings, you would sometimes help. The third flood. Another pump failure. Your mom hired contractors with the insurance money. She said she was getting too old for it. You were bitter. You blamed her for not selling the house sooner. You stayed with friends in New Orleans. The fourth flood? The fourth flood will follow a slow hurricane, and it will be a calamity. It will leave the entire region submerged as critical levees breach. There will be a massive blackout that lasts weeks. Much of the sewage infrastructure will be damaged beyond repair. The embattled federal government will do nothing to assist. It will bankrupt the region. Small militant enclaves will form along the high ground of the Mississippi River. They will take to piracy and hijack commercial shipping vessels. Private mercenary forces will retaliate in kind. Slowly, industry will flee this hot zone. The old river control structure will collapse from neglect and sabotage. The Mississippi River will again change its course. NORCO, an old abandoned refinery town on a ghost of a river. Your house will be squatted and then razed. It's a happy little game. Happy little game. You know, just having some fun, enjoying it. And a happy little game. Jeebus. Alright, let's look at this little Virgin Mary. Your grandfather's statue of the Virgin Mary sits in the shadows along the crawl space of the house. Yeah, but I'm gonna step on it now. That is not the face I want to see, really. You observe the weathered concrete of the flaking paint of the statue. No way, not today. Face is especially deteriorated, framed by a system of cracks. Touch. You run your hands along the deteriorating contours of the statue, and completely smash its freaking face in. It snaps off as if by design. Behind the statue's face hides an odd assemblage of electronics carelessly soldered together. The center of the electronic configuration is what appears to be a card reader. I'm just gonna not stay here because that crackling electric sound is just like so much. And you can just go away, Stiff Davis 30. Not stiff enough for me, baby. Okay, did that already. Gotta be significantly stiffer than that. I guess we go in the streets. Little sister. The turtle, he crawled out of the trash can. Don't touch him, see, it's dirty. No, he's not. Turtles are always clean. They live in water. Trash water is not clean. We gotta go see. Just let me stare a little longer. He's pretty. He is pretty, isn't he? Let's knock on the Padu Pie. You knock? No answer. What is Padu Pie? Padu Private Investigators. We snoop for you. Up. Snowball stand? The snowball stand is closed for winter. Man, this sounds are really good. Very, realistic. It feels like I'm like standing on a street in somewhere where I grew up. Oh, I can't go in the Papa Pie. Padu Pie. Dimes Discount or the Floodgate Tavern. 1 second. I've also got this stuff. Refinery. Sprawling Shield Industrial Complex. Long ago, it was a plantation land, cheap and abundant along the Mississippi River. The refinery grew in stages, slowly displacing surrounding neighborhoods. The chemical annex came online later. Children of the enslaved later became the neighbors of this machine. Towers. Carbon and alloy, stainless steel. Among the columns sits the catalytic cracking unit that rocked the town. Pipelines. The webwork crosses high and low, over the and under traffic and water and concrete, like veins, like gossamer, like neutral circuitry. Lights. Everywhere. Metal halide probing and river probing the river's expanse, coded patterns of warm sodium and cold LEDs winking and thinking, knowing, saying something, speaking, burning eyes seeing, something to decipher in all that narco light. I remember Blue. You only think that you do. When he died, part of her did too. I don't know who Blue is, though. Also, I keep saying Narco instead of Norco. I've not seen the show Narcos, so that's not the reason why I'm saying that. I apologize already. This game deserves more than comparison to a show I've never seen. Blue is a vague memory. You don't remember Blue, only the thing he left behind. Photographs, cologne, tools, the name your mother kept. Even the pictures that have survived are too faded to make out. Mystery man. Or woman. I don't really know anything about Blue. Million was a security android. She guarded the perimeter of the aluminum refinery in Grand Mercy. One day she ran away. Why? You don't know. Million was a fugitive. Once a fugitive, now just a relic. She spends hours on stasis beneath the house like any discarded thing would. Million. More about Mom? Your mom was conducting research. For who? For a client in Fat City. Your mom... Shield is an oil refinery. Shield Gulf South is original subsidiary of Transnational Oil Empire. It holds a large share of leases in the Gulf of Mexico and refines crude oil right here in Norco. The chemical annex sits on the other side of town from the refinery. It produces the feedstock for plastic consumer products. Shield owns half the town. Shield. Oops, frick. Shield is nothing to me. Your mom was conducting research for a client in Fat City. That's all you know. That's everything for now. I know... Go to Dime's discount. Cool. Let's do the film set. A film crew is set up along the river road. Several floodlights illuminate gruesome murder scene. Two men stand pensively about a corpse. Approach the set. As you near the set, a small, energetic man jumps from his chair. Attention, dumbass! Can't you see we're trying to shoot here? What are you filming? It's a detective drama called None of Your Goddamn Business. Any other questions? Sounds cool. So is this like a murder scene? Keep it up and it's gonna be. Hey. You know what? Wait a second. Are you from around here? Yeah. We could use some cultural expertise, you might say. We're filming a Bayou cop drama, and all these knuckleheads are from LA. An actor on set turns towards the director. I told you, Kevin, I'm from Texas. Oh, that's right, Noah. I forgot. Your Harvard-educated daddy bought you a boutique ranch outside Austin. Well, that doesn't make you a cowboy hoss. Now shut up hush up before you scare off the yokel. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you to call me a yokel. The director returns his attention to you with a mild look of disgust. Help us out, will ya? The script needs some work. What do you say? Sure. Great. Hey, Noah, get over here so you can learn something from this stupid redneck. That's very rude. Actor smolders. He whispers under his breath. I'm a redneck. Fine, Noah. You're a redneck. Real salty-earth kind of guy. But as luck would have it, we came across an even dumpier hayseed than you, okay? Just take a knee. Alright. Anyway, we need some good slang. What do you call a villain? A bad apple. A lowlife. Big daddy. Big daddy, huh? Not solemnly. That's pretty jive, pretty seedy. I can work with that. Great, that's settled. One more thing. What's a more regional way of saying a murder? To kill. Send him home with the roosters. It's definitely a real thing. Send him home with the roosters. He maintains severe eye contact. Yeah, I like that. Sounds raw, sounds real. Remember it, Noah. Home with the roosters. Well, I'm satisfied. Bad daddy, send another poor bastard home with the roosters. Sends a shiver down my spine. I seriously have to repeat this? That's how real people speak, Noah. That's how people talk outside Silver Lake. Nobody talks like this. You understand? Real people are out here saying weird, gross shit all the time. So memorize that line, because that line is gonna win me a Golden Globe. Oh, the director half remembers your presence. I'm pretty good at sourcing talent, aren't I? I always had a knack for it. Guess I owe you one. If you ever need anything, talk to Noah or somebody else on set. Just don't bother me, I'm busy. Now get lost. Thanks. Just gonna, like, take this opportunity now to, like, do a quick little savey save. Yeah, cool. This is, yeah. Alright, making good progress. This is the gas station. So many evenings spent watching traffic pass by this gas station. Little has changed. The neighboring businesses still sit abandoned, with surrounding streets are quiet and empty. Let's go over. Well, well, well. Look who's back. What happened? Carnival forget you beside the road? And you even brought your little doll. Hey, don't frickin' talk about Monkey like that. That's cute. Wow, Troy. You look like shit. Not even gonna start with you. How come the rest of your family's so chill, but you so uptight? My mom just died, thanks. You're not that stupid, are you? Catherine, she too valuable. They never let her die. Anything, she probably vacationing on a hard drive somewhere. Yeah, trolling me about my dead mom? Trolling? You so damn sensitive, can't say nothing around you. Your mom was excavating all along the rim of the lake. She used to pay me to help from time to time. Matter of fact, she needed somebody smart, somebody vigilant, somebody like me. Especially with shields snooping around. Seen some wild shit out on them swamps with Catherine. What kind of shit? I won't bother telling you about it, might hurt your brain. And anyhow, this ain't story time. Not letting you in this gas station. Goddamn company that runs the dump did me dirty. They swapped me with an ATM machine for speaking truth. I ain't letting nobody through till I get an apology, very least. That sucks. Don't patronize me with your weak pity. If you really want to get through, go get me some of them pills with your brother was selling. That might persuade me. I really want to fight him, but I'll leave for now. Yeah, shuffle off then. What a jerk. He talked to Monkey like that? Monkey stares at you. You stare at Monkey. He stares more intensely until his gaze passes through you. You become invisible to him. Little circles of light pull on the doll's tired eyes as they watch the infinite space beyond your being. The air that hangs between your eyes and this vacuum of utter stillness. You look away. I can't dare to look at you any longer, Monkey. You're just too beautiful. Just too beautiful, Monkey. Okay, this place is absolutely terrifying. A memorial. A memorial languishes in the river mud. A 2x4 cross, plywood plaque, cairns of pulverized concrete. Sprayed haphazardly onto the plywood is a remembrance. Here pass the brave freedom fighters of January XW11, whose cries of liberty echo through the generations. In a much smaller lettering, a different hand scratched "Fake" across the bottom of the plaque. It's a drifter. Is it the same drifter? A man sits on a pile of flotsam, his head buried in his canvas jacket against a sharp air. Stupid horse. Man's gaze stays fixed on the opposite bank of the river, never turning to you nor the horse. Can't stand that horse. A lot of stupid in this world. Stupid people, stupid horses. I'm a little stupid myself. Then go get you a river drink. What? Go get you a river drink? What does he mean? He spits at the dirt. He spits on the dirt at his feet. You know what they all dump in the water? Hell of a cocktail. Oh, I see. He wants me to drink the water. No. Gross. I wouldn't drink the water of my own lake at the place near where I live. He spits again, wiping a string of mucus onto his sleeve. What you out here for anyhow? Ain't you heard they got a criminal on the loose? Bringing the law around here, making things harder for the rest of us? Just be sharp, young one. Stupid horse. Yeah, I don't want to dwell on Troy any longer than I need to. Yeah, I can't go inside, but I can go back to Apple Street, and I can go to the tavern. Let's do a little quickie. That's not what I meant to say. Let's do a quick little save. Let's not do a quickie right now. Not on stream, at least. I mean, maybe later, we'll see. Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather here for their shifts. It's closed. Should be open later in the evening. A quickie is when you eat ice cream really quick, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's what that means. So he's not in the tavern. Does that mean maybe I can get the pills at home? I did see pills on the kitchen table, didn't I? Is that the pills that... Oh, no. Well, I guess Mom's not gonna need them. If anything, I'm the one who really needs them. Let's go talk to Troy again. Got me them pills. Only way you're getting through. Yeah, I got your pills. Smart move. I'll let you cross the picket line this time, punk. Am I giving him chemo medicine? I don't... No, that's... Well, it wouldn't be chemo medicine. Am I giving him, like... cancer... Okay, because this is mom's meds. This is mom's cancer medication. Is that safe? I don't know enough about medication. Dusty bags of dog food line the shelf. I just feel like it's probably a bad idea. Protein bars, bubblegum, breath mints, taffy, etc. Etc. Fuses. You grab fuse. I detect that you have merchandise in your possession. You must remove any unpurchased items from your backpack and scan them in order to exit the store. To use an item in inventory. Yeah. Yep, fuse for the motorcycle. Beep. You scan the fuse. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you, kiosk. The disembodied illuminated head of the kiosk levitates silently in the browser tab. I guess this is the ATM that he was saying. Good evening. How may I help you? You own this place? I am Discountware, a distributed cloud-based operating system for American Discount Southeast Incorporated. Semantic version number 16.3.3. The owner of this franchise is Parallel & Sons LLC. Discountwares is licensed to Parallel & Sons LLC via the standard American Discount Southeast Incorporated licensing agreement. That's a frickin' mouthful. So, how do you like the job? I proudly perform the routine maintenance operations and procedures of 227 America Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise locations across the Southeast region. American Discount Southeast Incorporated is a model company awarded for excellence in business and community service. Thank you for inquiring about the American Discount Southeast Incorporated. You know Troy, that guy outside? Thank you for your inquiry. I am forwarding it to Parallel & Sons LLC. Parallel & Sons LLC has declined to respond to your inquiry. So, why'd Troy get fired? American Discount Southeast Incorporated prides itself on outstanding mentorship and job training programs. American Discount Southeast Incorporated works to ensure that each franchise location provides opportunities for career growth. At American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise locations, we leverage automation and machine learning technologies to enhance the lives of all employees. To apply for a position at any American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise location, please visit American Discount SE today. I'm good. I'm gonna go. Also, did I just, have money, I guess? Back to Apple Street. You know what, I'm gonna use the map. That's probably smarter. Let's go home. Go, the backyard. Oh. Guess I'll just give it to Million. You got the fuse? Good. We should be able to use the bike to get around town until I'm done with the truck. It concerns me that Blake still hasn't returned. He has been spending a lot of his time at the Sarpy paperbacks lately. Sarpy paperbacks? Is Sarpy a word? Never mind, I'm not gonna ask. Perhaps we should look for him there. Let's go. Who's driving? Oh, nice. I get to ride on the back. The sky bleeds a color you knew as a child. Airline highway passes beneath your feet. Million has joined your party. Nice! Million and I are besties now. Million shouts over the wind. The bike runs much better now. You can use it to get around during your visit. Where could Blake be? How have you been? I am always the same, Kay. Always the same. Is that bad or good? Whichever you prefer. Are you depressed? No. Love you, Mills. Thank you. Where could Blake be? He spends much of his time at Sarpy Paperbacks. Perhaps we should check there. How's Blake been? The year that you left, Blake became uncontrollable. His behavior troubled Catherine deeply. He was beginning to remind her of your grandfather. After he was expelled from Destrahan. Oh, pardon me. He began running drugs into the parish. He made himself as many enemies. He put those things behind him after her illness, but now that she's gone, I'm uncertain what to expect. This place can ruin people. Perhaps. I'm sorry for leaving. Blake took it very personally, but your mother understood. She always wanted you to experience America while you could. Did you take it personally? No. What's it like? What's it been like around town? Shield has been expanding since you left. Catherine took your grandfather's boat into the lake to investigate reports of construction in the swamps along the shoreline. She assumed it to be unpermitted Shield activity. She was unable to find any evidence of it, however, and it was clear that she found something during the investigation. What was it? I don't know. Perhaps you do? I haven't spoken to her in years. How would I know? He's not Blake. Has Blake not mentioned anything? No. In any event, something drew her to the lake in the months before her death. Well, while we're writing it, might as well investigate my mind a little bit more. Delve back into the Mind Palace. Troy knows your family. Oh, sorry, I'm reading it in the in the Million voice now. I'm getting confused. Troy knows your family. He was buying pills from Blake and occasionally helping your mom with her research. He says she was conducting research in the lake. Your mom was conducting research into the lake. Your mom was investigating reports of unpermitted shield construction in the lake. While there, she saw something, but what? Your mom... Client. Your mom was conducting research for a client in Fat City. That's all you know. Reports of construction. Your mom is investigating reports of construction in the lake. She found no evidence of it, nor who might be behind it. Your mom saw something in the lake. That's all. Well, that's illuminating. Alright, cool. Where can we go? Sarpy Books. Music's so good. Really, really like the music. Dog! A stocky pit bull with piercing green eyes watches the horizon with neutral demeanor. Yeah, I don't think I should pet the dog, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So you reach down to pet the dog, she shows her teeth and growls softly. Oh, sorry, doggy. I should have asked first. Two teens nod and gesture excitedly while bouncing between topics. Cool kids. BMX. Where this dog came from, breh? Dunno, she been sitting here for a while. You seen her eyes? Them eyes or something, breh. Started doing this rideshare thing a few weeks ago. Kinda hate it. What? Tastes like shit, depending on hours of the day, making small talk with randos is melting my brain. Nearly broke an axle driving over a pothole in Hollygrove. This is my grandpa's car. If I trash it, he'll kill me. Of anyone interesting? There's all types around here. Some guy I drove out to the middle of the swamp. It was like 2 in the morning. Asked me to wait. Got out, took off his clothes, jumped in the bayou. Came back up a minute later with a bag. Toweled off, got back in. Found that to be pretty fucking weird, I don't know. And a while back I drove some lady out to the medical district. She was an odd one. Seemed kinda sick. Asked me all kinds of questions. Do I ever pick up random signals on the radio? Weird shit like that. There's just all types. I don't know. That kinda sounds like my brother. And my mother. Your mom used to come here, dig through the stacks. Among the heaps of used romance novels and westerns, she'd always managed to find some occult artifact. The owner of this is the landlord. You imagine that's the only way he managed to keep a place like this running. Over the years, they've experimented with other revenue-generating schemes. For a while, you could get your phone repaired here, and they tried selling vape cartridges, then Kratom, then anime wall scrolls, LSU yard ornaments after that. You remember seeing online that they were trying to do some kind of acupuncture thing. In the end, the schemes always fail, and only the paperbacks remain. That's weird. Oh, cat! It's always cats with me. You wonder how anyone can read in this dim and cluttered bookshop. As your eyes adjust, you see Blake's childhood friend Erica waiting behind the counter to greet you. Okay? And Million, when did you get back to town? I've been in NORCO for quite some time. Perhaps you misremembered, Erica. Weird. I guess so. But anyhow, Kay, you're looking rugged these days, old friend. That's an intense scar above your eye. Yeah, I'm a badass. You know what? I agree. I heard you ran into Troy. That guy, my god, he's such a clown. He was keeping up with your travel online, but I haven't seen you post in a while. I tossed my phone in the Rio Grande. I respect that. Seems more and more common these days. I've been avoiding my phone as well. Helps that the connection has been so erratic. Been hearing of people chopping down cell towers, tearing fiber cables out of the ground, trying to rip the internet apart. She nods into the ensuing silence. Back because of your mom, huh? Yeah. I'll miss the hell out of that woman. Same. You and your brother have been living in my heart since I heard the news. I know you weren't always on best of terms with your mom, but she loved and admired you. She talked about you constantly. I think I used to make Blake upset. He felt like you were the favorite. She was right. Catherine did always say you reminded her of herself, but it didn't always sound like a compliment. Have you seen Blake lately? Yeah, I saw him just yesterday. He hasn't been around the house? He has not. He said he was heading into Floodgate Tavern when I saw him. He may have gotten wasted. I know Gus let him sleep behind the bar a couple times. Did he know you were coming, Kay? He never mentioned it. Figured he'd try to avoid me. Yeah, he can be like that sometimes. I've had to be delicate with him recently. If I ask how he's doing, he goes quiet. If I offer help, he doesn't return my texts. He's broken. Sometimes I see glimmers of light in his personality, but it's rare these days. If I hear from him, I'll tell him to find you. Kitty. Crouton! His name's Crouton? So this here is the illustrious Crouton. We found him behind the dumpster at back, licking cardboard. Whatever you do, don't try to pet him. He's a devil. And I've got scars all over my hand from this damn cat. I mean, hey, I gotta do it now. Hey! Oh wow, Crouton usually bites strangers. He must like you. He seems to be getting a little excited. Wow, I've never seen a cat purr this hard. Maybe you two should slow down? No, really, stop touching the cat. Crouton looks like he's fixing to explode. Oh, jeez. I'm afraid. I'm afraid now. I gotta do it, though. It has to happen. Ow! Oh no, I ruined it. Hold on. Hold on. Back to vibrating cat. Ah! What the fuck? I launched Crouton. Just happened to the cat. Hey, goddammit, I told you to stop fucking with the cat. Did he just launch through the ceiling? What the hell just happened? You grabbed the phone case from the counter. Is that supposed to happen? What? Phone case resembling Crouton. What? Okay, I love you. I know you're going through a hard time, but I'm a little pissed you launched the cat through the ceiling. Just give me some space, okay? You scan the titles on the shelf. Hold on. I'm gonna reload. I don't want to hurt the kitty. I love the kitty. I don't want to hurt him. You scan the titles on the shelf. Don't be a vampire. You pick up the slim, self-published paper rack from the shelf and flip to a random page. Another dark and lonely night spent in the cavern of despair, hidden from the daylight. Blackout curtains are all that deter my eternal death. Though being a vampire would be sexy. I thought being a vampire would be sexy, but it's not. It's awful for your skin. I look pathetic. Also, blood tastes like bong water. Didn't think it'd be like this. A carbon copy of a document authored by the St. Charles Parish Planning Committee. Document outlines the parish intentions to secure a roadway through a 90-meter stretch of Shield Industrial Complex. This erasement would allow descendants of those entombed to visit the Good Hope Cemetery. The grave sites are currently surrounded on all sides by a refinery. It's too bad. Kind of fucking sucks. Good luck finding Blake. Like I said, he probably just had a long night at the bar. I hope so. I do hope Erica is correct, and that Blake's absence is due to nothing more than another drunken night. My intuition leaves me with a sense that something is wrong. Do you feel it too, Kay? Does something feel strange to you? It does. But the fact that you bring... What? I don't know, I don't feel like I trust Million entirely. Like, a little bit, but the fact that you said you weren't she said you weren't here, but you don't remember? Several weeks ago. Oh, shoot. Nice. Greater New Orleans. Neural Versioning Clinic. What brings you here tonight? I want a record for my children. I don't want to leave my kids alone. They may still need me. I understand. And you referred to by Mr. Richard. Duck. That's what everyone calls him. Yes, Duck. We followed his branch with some interest. Who hasn't? I gather we'll be discussing this in more detail as things progress. For now, let us begin with a simple exercise. I'd like to talk about your earliest memory. It's of pine trees, yes? That's right. Tell me about them. They grew from the concrete and cracked the driveway, and the concrete broke into pieces. They made your father upset. He'd see them and frown, but he'd remain silent. He'd sit quietly in the truck, dissatisfied. I wouldn't say a word. Speaking in those moments made you a fool in his mind. Your father's house. Suffocating. I couldn't wait to get out. And that's why you married Blue. Oh. Yes, to have somewhere to go. We bought our little place on Good Hope Street. The whole thing was a mistake. When I told him I didn't love him, it was my father's voice. I told him I never loved any man. Was it true? Yes. That was a difficult night for you. I didn't feel real. Why? The sky was an inversion of some other sky. The sky, it was corrupted, misplaced. It wasn't the NORCO sky. Where was Blue? He sat at the window all night. East-facing window? Yes. When you stood over him to apologize, you saw the flare stack of the refinery in his eyes. I never apologized. First memories. Oh my god, I have to save and delete memories? How was it after that, the time before he died? We circled each other in wide orbits. I'd hide at the center of the house nursing Kay and only leave when I heard him step out. He'd sleep on the couch or next to her crib. He'd sing her old Cajun lullabies, pet her head, whisper to her about his life. And then there was the explosion. When the cat cracker blew, they say he fell 5 stories. We went to identify his body on a Thursday night. I remember this tempo of the streetlights, the police scattered across the East Bank. Carried Kay in a blanket. She never cried. We were quiet. She and I... I don't know if I'm picking good or bad things. Whoa, what? Tell me about this man. I would see him from time to time around Norco. This was many years back. But several weeks ago, Blake saw someone passing by the house. I think it was him. Why? I just do. The robot is no longer there to deter him. Million? Yes. Could be. What was your first encounter with Million? Let me think. She came to me in the parking lot. Kay was about 12 years old at the time. She knew Blue from his days at the aluminum refinery. I stared for a long time into her constellation of eyes. They swirled in a kind of desperation. I took her home knowing it was another mistake. You were reckless in those days. I welcomed any trouble I could find. I'm going to save all of these ones. What is the significance of this image to you? It's... well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. It's a sphere. It followed me in the lake. When? Recently, a few weeks ago. This is where Mr. Richards' branch factors into your biography? Duck's version escaped. A hard fork, an extremely rare instance, and grew into some kind of monster. What? It began speaking to me through the radio. It told me to install an app. An app? Yes. I think it has something to do with the thing. That sphere, whatever it is. But so long as it pays, I don't care. I can use the money. The app pays? Yes. I see. It seems this is the last control point that you submitted. Would you like to include any additional thoughts or memories? Anything not included in the intake form? No, that should be enough. I will now begin disconnecting the sensors. A slight feeling of nausea and disorientation is normal, and no cause for alarm. Thank you for your patience, Miss Madre. Okay, Madre. No idea what Superduck wants from me. Better check my phone. Wallet watch, USD to Quack. The Quack coin? Uh-oh. I don't like this. Just checking in. Please text when you can. I'm fine. Where are you, dear? Arizona. Where in Arizona? I don't know. Love you. Just checking in. Still in Arizona? Amex. Be careful. It doesn't seem safe to be there right now. Call when you can. Getting worried. Okay? Blake says he hasn't heard from you. Really getting concerned. Please call. They put me on another round of chemo. Would love to hear from you. Call? Oh man. This hurts me. Where you went, Ma? I'm out. I'm fine. I had to drop something off at your parents. Been gone a while. I had to make a couple stops. I'm okay, I promise. Like, have you heard from your sister? Yeah, she said she's okay. Where is she? She didn't say. Dear, where did my pills go? In an MTG. We'll call back. How'd it go this morning? We'll call. Ma, he came back around. I'll be home soon. I'm calling Uncle Chip. It's fine. Love you. Love you, sweetheart. Like, can you hear me? Can you come to the living room, please? Something's happened. Out this evening. Everything's okay. You need to stay home. I'll be fine, I promise. Love you, my nerd. Love you, Ma. It's the last thing they said to each other. Maybe. Been a while, Duck. Too long, old friend. How's the weather on their side of the tracks? They have me on chemo. Terrible. I don't have long myself. They got me carrying around a tank. Blue's waiting for us. I don't doubt that for a minute. Praise the glory of God. Something on your mind, Kate? I don't want to raise your blood pressure. Try me. Super contacted me. So he did. Don't mess around with that shit. Where you went? Don't mess around with Super, Kate. That thing's got no soul. I like to ruin what all it touches. I need the money. They don't take money where we're going. Can't leave it for the kids to clean up. Blue left them a little bit, but with how he went, but I was a fool. Don't worry yourself like this at the end. Find peace. No peace for me. Don't get mixed up with that thing, Kate. I'll tell you now, it won't go how you want it. Kate, god damn it, I hope you're listening. I direct. You may hear some barking in the distance as one of my neighbors is, their dog is barking. Bork, 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 bork. Work it up, boy. Work it up. Welcome to Oxnard My Direct Medical Portal. 6281760 is your verification code. Do not share this code with anyone. Oops, sorry, Twitch. I just shared it with Twitch. You have chosen to receive online billing notifications via SMS. To confirm, please respond yes to cancel please respond no. Yes. Your SMS notification service is now confirmed. Bill for 1,563.24 cents has been posted to your MyDirect portal. An outstanding balance is awaiting your MyDirect portal. A bill for $1,763.47 has been posted to your MyDirect portal. An outstanding balance of $3,326.71. 3,333. Oh my goodness. 12,000, 15,000, 15. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 15,872.33. Oh my goodness. It says here I need to go to the Curious Duck. I don't like this. Ma'am? Ma'am, are you okay? My eyes are just playing tricks on me, I guess. Vertigo and visual disorientation are common side effects of a versioning session. Shall I contact our on-call physician? No, it's fine. Very well. Last name? It's Madre. First name Catherine. One moment. Your head drive is fully synced. You have chosen our silver tier. Your product does not come pre-installed with adware blocking services and is provided as is without warranty. You are eligible for a free sync anytime before the new year. Thank you for choosing the Greater New Orleans Neural Versioning Clinic for your cognitive versioning needs. Not sure how I feel about versioning clinics, to be honest. But yeah, alright. The Interstate Expressway traces a scar down Claiborne Avenue. I can't read from east to west. East. The bridge cuts east through Treme in the 7th Ward, like places whose stories would be forgotten and left behind in haste. Pillars still tell those stories beneath the interstate. East, above the industrial canal, the mouldering strip malls, the narrowed expanse of the lake, the shrimp boats that prowl the black marble waves. East through Mississippi in the winter weeknight darkness, and onward to Florida where it terminates. West is where the suburbs that Catherine calls home. West is the concrete expanse that breaks clean and sharp at the St. Charles Parish line and gives way to the cypress swamps. Tupelo-crowned spire above the overpass, silhouetted by an unnatural glow that leads to Norco. Billboard. The uncanny smile of a personal injury lawyer, Martin Smart, hangs above Interstate 10. His eternally coiffed hair clings desperately to his head. His hallmark blood-red tie catches the eyes of drivers speeding east. Just a click away, the sign reads. The overpass. Whoa. Puppet theater? Charity hospital. The newly refinished Art Deco structure glows beyond the overpass. You turn Charity Hospital into art lofts. Disgusting. Onlooker. This is taking forever to start. I'm starving. You been to any of these yet? No. What is it? A puppet show. They always start late. Told them I'd help load the gear, so I'm stuck here till it's over. My stomach's gonna eat itself. Makeshift puppet theater. The curtains are closed. Maybe I'll come by later and see what this is all about. City Hall, French Quarter. Where did I need to go again? The Curious Duck. City Hall, French Quarter. I don't know where I'm going. Let's go French Quarter. Ooh, Santa! She did say it was winter. Oh, French. There's the duck. Googles. How's your night, ma'am? All right. No complaints. Glad to hear it. You wouldn't have any change to spare, would you? Sure. But all I've got is $1. Really appreciate that. Change has been hard to come by this evening. Don't know how we'd be going head-to-head with the sketchy Santa. His son says he's raising money for veterans. Last night it was for leukemia. Night before it was for something else. Respect the grift, but he stole our corner. Tell him something. You should confront him. We did. He tried to kill us. Yeah. With a knife. Wow. It was dull, so it just bruised a little. Well, that's a little extreme. That's terrifying. Are you sure you're okay? Doesn't hurt as long as I'm drunk, so thanks for the $1, lady. Yeah, thanks for the pain relief. Okay, beware evil Santa over next to you. You know, we got a knife. You vendor. Hot dog vendor sits behind a large plastic cart. He looks up eagerly as Catherine approaches. Flannel ass. Oh, hey, hi! You watch as Catherine with a silent grin. So this is... I'm Flanlass. These, he makes a grand sweeping gesture above the pot of fake meat, are my dumpy dogs. Ew, that's not a great name for hot dogs. Silent smiling resumes. He begins to pick at the lint that peppered his jacket. Flannel ass dumpy dogs? He nods, smiles. Would you like one? Shh, I don't know if my stomach can handle it. I'm not in the best of health. I worry one of these may kill me. No, they're good for you. They're just a bit old. Boss says he won't resupply me with more until I sell the ones I had, but the more time passes, the harder they are to sell. How old are they? Business was poppin', like I was doing really well selling loads of dogs back in YX2D. YX2D? That's nearly a decade ago. Yes. Enthusiastic nodding. Anything else I can help you with? I have to go. And that's why Marie Laveau opened a t-shirt and camera shop on Royale Street. That's not scary at all. I paid for a ghost tour. If we're going to walk around looking at t-shirt shops, I want my damn money back. This is a farce. What kind of tour guide are you? Well, technically I'm not one, but... Excuse me? My roommate is. Then where is he? Long story. I came all this way because the website said it'd be fun. I'm having an alright time. The city was supposed to be enchanting. Anyone trying to score some Molly? I hate New Orleans. You got a tour guide and a drug dealer, man. You're getting a deal. You're getting a deal. Alright. There's a small plaque next to the door. It says Curious Duck. This is the place. Door's locked. Well, okay, I guess I can't go in then. I came all this way. We're going to City Hall. Skater? He was a skater boy. He said the song's copyright. A man holding a skateboard scrolls on his phone. He's got to say for himself. Beautiful night, huh? It's lovely. That's finally a cool front. Been waiting months for it. I come out here most evenings. No one bothers you around this time. Plus you see a different side of the place. What do you mean? How so? People pass through this building at night and you never expect. You know, what do they call themselves? The Gregs? Garys? I can't remember the name. No idea. The kids that squatted the Promenade Mall. They're obsessed with Ken or John? Nope. Then it probably shouldn't mean much to you, but anyway. I see them come in and out of City Hall almost every night. I know it's them because my buddy Bruce got wrapped up in that stuff. Before you get initiated, they make you wear these goofy red polo shirts. Then once you're full Greg, Gary, whatever, you get to wear a blue polo shirt. Sounds like a joke, and it is. But I don't think they realize it. Anyway, it's the kind of stuff I see around here at night. Why did they come? What would they be doing here? I wish I had a clue. Illuminating. A figure sits at a desk overlooking Duncan Plaza in the deepening winter night. Watches the fingers of a cool front animate in the tops of oak trees in the park. The air this evening is the driest it's been since spring. He watches the last remnants of commuter traffic leaving Canal Street, the pulsing taillights, shift workers running towards the bus. He watches an airplane climbing from Armstrong International as passengers look down at the warm glow of the city. The oak trees, the traffic, the frail woman staring from the street, warm glow and darkness, wind from the lake. So good at, like, painting a picture with words in this game. I'm not at all, but I don't know how to words. An armed security guard greets Catherine as she enters the building. Give me 2 seconds. Alright, cool. Work texts, right? Gotta interrupt my other fun stuff that I'm doing. Not allowed to have a day off on this world. And he sits on a wooden stool next to a walk-through metal detector. Good evening. Badge, please. Damn, I left it at the house. There are no council meetings scheduled for this evening. You'll need an employee ID badge to enter. Very strange people come through here at night. Guy up front mentioned squatters in polo shirts coming in and out of the building at night. I don't get paid to answer questions. That's true. Yeah, fair. I don't know how to go home, honestly. Back to the French Quarter. I haven't talked to Santa yet. Well, ho ho ho! I don't like that face. He looks like frickin' Voldemort, but with a nose. Santa's eyes roll widely in his deep sockets. His mouth twists into a smile. How are you, dear? Got $1 to spare? Help spread some Christmas cheer. I gave my last $1 away. Just let go of my last $1. What? That $1 was for me! Yeah, good. I'm glad Santa didn't get that frickin' creep. How about $1 for some Christmas cheer? Just let go of my last $1. That $1 was for me! It's gonna fucking kill me. Knock knock. Door's locked. Okay, hold on. More information awaits you there. But it's not worth any actual money, right? I call it a ride? Oh. Oh no. I don't have enough money. Oh gosh, I didn't realize this was gonna be like an actual thing. I should have bought the hot dog. Back to the French Quarter. Give me the hot dog. Curious Duck's door's locked. What's with the shop over there? I was told to come by, but the door's locked. Curious Duck, Rosie doesn't let anyone in unless they know the secret knock. What's the secret knock? I can't say, sorry. It's urgent, please. Well, I do need some business. Alright, I'll buy one of those old hot dogs. You won't regret it. Doubtful. How much? Just $14. Is that a joke? Is what a joke? Christ, do you take wallet transfers? Cash only. Damn, well, what if I send some business your way? Then I'll show you the knock. Fine, it's a deal. I imagine I go back to the Oh, hey. This is taking forever to start. I'm starving. My stomach's gonna eat itself. There are, hot dog. No, I'm gonna say, do you consider yourself an adventurous eater? If you like to live dangerously, there's a guy selling old hot dogs up the street. Sounds like a delicacy. Always looking for ways to fortify my intestines. Show's getting started. I'll go grab one after it's done. Crowd has arrived to watch the show. Oh. Show's only getting started. I should take a seat. I want to see this puppet show. I imagine this is going to be absolutely freaking horrifying. Gator Farm. Next exit. Arrowheads, t-shirts, souvenirs. Cold drinks. Deep in this cypress hollow I hide. I mourn this evening, my last child has died. They hang hooks from the trees with chicken thighs. They shoot bullets in our heads behind the eyes. It is a curse that I am the last to survive. I was once captured by a fisher fool who called me his own. He walked me like a dog along the sinking streets. He fed me to strange plants and deli meats. He even covered me with blankets when I went to sleep. And I left on the night of a monstrous flood. The fool has not rested a single night since. He stalks the bayous each night, hoping to see my eyes shine. He calls out a ridiculous name that was never mine. Tonight I will shine my eyes at him. I have a request. Kill the shrimp-catching man who killed my children. Remove his head. Bring me his skull. Do this and you may again leash me like a dog. Well, what? Okay. Interesting. This is so cool. Hello, Fisher Fool. You've trolled this bayou for many nights. Here I am, the one you're trying to find. My child hangs dead across the lake. Bring me the head off the shrimp-catching man, the one who captures the small ones, peeling flesh from his skull. Do this and I'll be your dog again. I am confused, but this is really cool. Yeah. I'm confused, but this is awesome. Solitary egret stands in the rush, undisturbed by the boat's wake. I will have to take a quick bathroom break in a few minutes. Ah, dang it. Hand-painted cross and votive candles hide in the rushes along the bank. A bone-white oak tree towers above the display with a plaque nailed to its trunk. It reads, "Monster that took you, promise all found. Your daddy, he loved you. Rest easy, child." Small assortment of sentimental objects are piled at the foot of the cross. Sift through the objects. A journal, 2 waterlogged to read, a set of playing cards, small figurines, a cell phone case. Slide the case into your pocket. Wait, this open now? That's nice. 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 Found the alligator phone case. Too bad I had to get rid of the cat one. I wanted to blow up the cat, but I didn't want to make her angry. I would be pretty pissed if someone blew up my cat. Just for a phone case? Show me the money. Okay. Ah, my boat! Ah, my boat! Alright. I'm gonna pause here for a brief moment. Just because, oh, I can't save, but okay, I'll be back in a minute or so. Just need to take a quick bathroom break. Well, I'm back now. It was a little bit of a longer trip than I thought, but, I'll now go into excruciating detail about my bowel movements. Been a long time since I've seen anyone down in this bayou. They're all too frightened anymore. Biggest alligator ever to hunt this lake. She makes her den just across the way. She took my child from me and I buried him where I found him, near where she stays. I visit that site daily hoping I might catch her, but she knows better than to show her face. We're one to cut out that big skull of hers, then that'd be something worth bragging on. I'd be a roadside marvel. There'd be money to make. See that rifle you're holding? What do you say? Kill the shrimper, agree to the deal, or refuse? I refuse. Suit yourself. Carry on, stranger. I don't need your help, stranger. Ah, mother... Should have shot that bastard for even insinuating I'd attack an animal. The alligator hangs dead from a meat hook fastened to the limb of the cypress tree. There it was. That's the one I was looking for, the dead alligator, right? What else is there in this swamp? Man, this swamp is alive with the sounds of life and whatever. 3 crows watch from the power line that runs along the bank. I'm not entirely certain of my goal here. It was like to find the head of the child or something, or... Let's see if I go back now, what happens. Don't smash up my boat. Bring me the skull of the shrimp-catching man. Do this and I'll be your dog again. Oh, so I'm supposed to kill the shrimp-catching man. Or help him. Okay, so I misinterpreted, obviously, what the point of this entire thing was supposed to be. Oh, God! Oh, God! Hello again, stranger. Change your mind? Fine, I'll agree to the deal. That's right, go get me that skull. You, the muscle in this operation, and me, I'm the brains. Wait, whose skull exactly am I getting now? Hold on. Justice for my boy! Use that rifle, shoot the gator. So, who... Basically, I have to pick between the gator and the man whose son was killed by the gator. I'm gonna fucking kill the shrimper, man. Screw shrimpers. What are you, not Bubba from... I'm so bad at piloting this boat. Ah, kill the shrimper! Oh my god. Jesus Christ. That's more graphic than I kind of expected it to be. But cool. I mean, really cool. This game is really interesting. I had, to be honest, really no expectation when I started this. You did my bidding, fisher fool, just like an obedient dog. Each day you held me captive, my patience drained. You'll not humiliate me again. Consider this your last mistake. Yay, eat me. Haunted Bayou Ghost Tour, Fisherman's Blight. Next, World's Most Dangerous Bayou. Relished the horror that struck the fisher fool's eyes. I first took one limb, but left him alive, and made him crawl like a dog before he died. Well, that was fun. I like that. That was a nice, fun little journey. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Finally found someone to buy a hot dog off of Flannel Ass. His name was just literally Flannel Ass. Hey, at least there's somebody who doesn't know how to write names like me. I watch again. Show's over, but the crowd isn't left. Maybe they're hoping for an encore? They're discussing the show. That was... I wish I had weird, freaky shows like that in my town. Let's go to French Quarter. I got some. Hi, hey, thanks for sending some business my way. Oh my goodness, I just smacked my microphone. Whoa. That's not it. That ain't it. Oh boy. Just me smashing my microphone. No problem, but we had a deal. Deal? You're supposed to show me the knock? Oh, well, sorry. Rosie would be upset. Are you kidding? I sent you business. Show me the knock. That's the deal. Okay, well, okay, but I'll only show you once, so here, listen. Really? Did you get it? That was the secret knock. Very secret. That's how everyone knocks. Exactly. Who would suspect it? I hate this man. And Catherine knocks on the door and hears a subtle sound of unlocking. Man. What a jackass. Look at that frickin' guy. This cat looks familiar. Don't. I'm sorry. Touch the ball. Suppose you think you can come in here with your soft little hands and touch my magic ball? Don't work like that, love. Now I gotta clean off the smudges. I see you've been eating French fries with greasy hands. Nasty. You must be one of them Superduck people. Always coming around here looking down at their cell phones. Greasy hands, terrible. That app said I should come here? The app. Yes, ma'am. Something not right about you. You a drughead. I'm sorry, is this the right place? It is, Butterhands, it is. Just calm down, love, you made it. Dallas'll tell you what's what. Go talk to Dallas. I called him when I heard you trying to break into the place. Hell of a racket you were making. Jiggling on the handle like you could get a hold of it. Now I see why. Dallas will be right out front. I don't got time to be babysitting you. Now that I got to clean up all this. Stains all over my ball. You even checked your shoes before you came in. They're clean. My shoes are clean. Well, I know that's a lie. And one last thing. That gemstone you got hanging from your neck. That thing ain't real. I know. Trashy. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Rosie. It's not my intention to disappoint Rosie, please. Please don't look down on me so. Giving me that stare, Rosie, please. Alright, what's she got in her store? Mass-produced novelty voodoo dolls and tribal figurines clutter the display case. Novelty New Orleans themed. T-shirts line the back. Guess you have to make money somehow. Touch. I said don't touch my ball, love. Why are you still here? Go find Dallas. Let him deal with you. Said he was out front. Trinkets. An odd jumble of Mardi Gras beads and other trinkets spill from the table. Dallas? Guessing you're Catherine? That's right. Rosie debriefed you? Yes, Great. Quack Job should have a ticket with information we need. No reason to stand around. What's Superduck? What exactly is Superduck? It's a way of making money. Right, but it's an intelligence of some kind. I don't know its purpose. I don't know why it exists. None of that. There are nodes of all across the region, points where you can speak with Superduck directly. These are all things Rosie should have filled you in on. Not surprised she didn't. Tell me about Rosie. What's Rosie got to do with any of this? There are dozens or so rendezvous points in addition to the nodes. Rosie's shop is one of them. She must be making good money offering her place to the network. Probably the only reason she keeps doing it. Doubt she's sold merchandise in years. Locks the door to discourage customers. Guess you should call it a front. Have you been on Quack Job long? How long have you been using the app? Been doing this since before there was an app, but Super says use the app. I'll use the app. Makes no difference to me. Let's go. I'm ready. Me too. Check the app and let's get moving. So I've got a party member. Only reason I ever come to the quarter is for work. What's next? We meet at the rendezvous point, so now what? Check your phone. Quack ought to have the information we need. Complete. Receive orientation at Eagle Janitorial and Paper Supplies in Fat City. Hey, this is pretty tasty. Thanks for the rec. I might get another one. Just wait for it, pal. Hope you know where you can find a bathroom around here. I don't like Santa Claus anymore. Yeah, I guess, Do I have to call a car? Because I don't think I have money, do I? Oh, I do now. Guess. Whoa, really? That's how much that costs? That's not too bad, actually, considering. I don't like it because it seems a little strange, the whole thing, but it just paying you for going to a place and meeting with somebody to do a thing. Steady beat of traffic lights in the sky. Traffic lights the sky along the causeway. This reminds me of my the area I live in. The car alarm constantly going off. Let's check the office first. The doors are locked. The office is closed. Fine, we're going in the garage then. Excuse me? Catherine. You made it. What? What the heck? Erica said Blake went to Floodgate Tavern yesterday evening. Let's pass by on the way home and see what information we can gather. What the hell was that? Excuse me? Your brother. He was headed to Floodgate Tavern. Mentioned this to Erica when he dropped by Slurpy Paperbacks to see her yesterday evening. Your brother... Shit. Crap. Enough. Enough. No more. No more! Why does it have an angel? Is it even like Christmas time? I thought it was March. That's Private Detective Brett LeBlanc sitting at the end of the bar. He's an unpredictable character, but we may benefit from speaking to him. Why are you looking at me like that? Still got a chili on my face? 50% of nodes in the map? Oh, cool. So we're like halfway done? Well, okay. Maybe not. Just having half the information doesn't necessarily mean that we're halfway done the game. This is Act 1, after all, that I just finished. The LCD pulse of the evening news makes a pale shadow across the bar, and an image of a man with a long gray beard hangs over the news anchor's shoulder. Another pipeline explosion has left residents of Lower St. Charles Parish shaking. SHIELD officials have determined that the source of the explosion was due to a botched attempt by oil pirates to divert the flow of oil into a stolen barge. A man familiar to local law enforcement, known only as Lucky, was among the pirates, SHIELD officials say. He is believed to be hiding in the Batur woods along the east bank between Kenner and Laplace. Residents are asked to call Crime Stoppers with any information. What the heck is that? And why does he have a wheelie on his head? Wasted guy. Man lies face down on the bar surrounded by empty bottles. Why are you touching my partner? This is where he come to relax. This what? His partner? Why are you touching my partner? Sit here long enough, you never know who might pass through. Hey Gus, look at this dynamic duo. Not sure I've seen these two around before today. Sure, Gus, that filthy one right there, that's Kate Marjorie's oldest. The other one's her robot. You pulling my leg? That's Kay? Blue's baby? Come on now. Worked for turnarounds with Blue. Good man. Great man. Had him some stories. How come this kids come out like they did? Look how this one's dressed. Looks to me like she's headed for the job site. Or the circus. Blue passed before his time. That's why them kids don't dress right. Blue knew how to dress. You're right about that one, Keith. Sad the way the kids turned out, but forget about all that. These two are lucky to be stumbling in while I'm sitting here, in the company of a top-rate professional sleuth, and I happen to have a bit of information. What is it? Is this about Blake? This ain't got nothing to do with Blake for once. This is more, mysterious. You like mysteries? LeBlanc, please, time is of the essence. Pull your heels, I'm getting to it. Now I see why Kate kicked you to the curb. That is not correct. Save your battery life, I'm just playing with you. Tell you what, why don't you get me a drink so we can talk? Good evening, folks. Can I get you something started? You know Blake Madre? Madere? Guess I'm saying it wrong. Madere. Yeah, I know Blake. He hasn't come around in weeks. Not since he ripped me off. Wish I could say it was the first time. Blake ripped you off? I let him catch some sleep right here behind the bar after last call, and wouldn't you know, the boy walked off with a register. I knew he'd be getting himself all messed up on drugs. Was trying to give the kid a chance. Gave him some chores to do around the place. Done with him now. Done with him. What said Blake came by here last night? Nah, he'd be a fool to shove up here after what he did. Shove up, show up, woof. Get up, stand up, shove up for your life. I need a beer for your boy. Lord help me, another sap iron fat lowlife a drink. How about you, Keith? I don't see how anyone can believe the crap the media's been pulling out these days. I gotta pick a different voice for this guy. I don't see how anyone can believe the crap the media's been pulling out these days. It's all lies meant to divide people work. See for yourself. Gestures to the TV. That's why you're making your website, Keith, to set the record straight? You know that's right. Might need you to buy me a little snack too, seeing as my wallet's all the way out in the car. But this is enough to get going. It's alright. Where do I even start? Your mama ever tell you about me? Nah. Nothing? I mean, shit, she must have said something. Hard-nosed detective, charming and mysterious. Give it up, Brett. Alright. I'm sure I came up. The problem is you got piss-poor memory. Us investigators, we got keep our memories short. So while you don't know me, I know a lot about you. Grew up in this town, you understand? My cousin Susie's ex-husband knew your daddy when he was still at the plant. And Catherine, she was a few grades above me at Sacred Heart. Knew her since I was a boy. Everyone around here knew Catherine. She was always getting herself into trouble, always drawing attention to herself. People'd say she was akin to a Jesus. Old man lived behind Lupe's would say that. Talking about Pawpaw? Yeah, Pawpaw. It's been years since I thought about him. A lot you could say about Pawpaw. He'd whisper some bullshit and get everyone repeating it. It wasn't all bullshit. Saying a coon-ass like me, what does that mean? A child of Christ, you know that's bullshit. Oh, we all Christ's children. Not like that, Gus. You know what I mean, like literally. Wait, what? This was years ago, long before Blue died. Pawpaw told the priest a family of Cajuns came from Jesus. Said Catherine had, yeah, you know how you say it, like Jesus blood, got it from her daddy's daddy, and so on and all the way back in the old world. Like in that movie, the one with the volleyball. What? That ain't the right movie, Gus. The one with the priests and stuff. I feel like he was, like, Da Vinci Code, and then the barkeep was like, yeah, Castaways. You're just getting Tom Hanks movies mixed up. Hell, I don't know. I don't watch movies. Figure some of that's likely to be true. You believe any old shit, Keith. No disrespect. Catherine never noticed. She was off on her own planet, wild as she was. Pawpaw never wanted to be seen. He was watching Catherine, but she weren't watching him. Lou wouldn't let no man take her like that near anyhow. You got a point there, Keith. He'd be foolish to get in Catherine's way. Where she went, trouble followed. But I admired her, and she admired me. Sure, let's sweeten him up. Who wouldn't? Anyone who knows him. I'll piss on you. Or sees him. You always been jealous of my looks. Or smells them. Now I know you're full of it. I sprayed this whole suit down in cologne just this morning. I think that's the issue. Don't mind me, Gus. I always been the handsome one and he never gets jealous. Made me forget what I wanted to tell you. Well, that's right. Your house is out there near the fence lines. Well, that's right behind my place of business. I got a window looks out on the yard, more or less. But this is a pretty long story, and like I was saying, I ain't got my wallet with me. And you want us to buy you another drink. That's the real generous offer, Robot. Thank you for that. Unbelievable. What's it gonna be this time, folks? He wants another. Word of warning, he'll bleed you dry. I don't even have like a actual limit in my money right now. Not like with Mom. We must be sure we can gather all the information we can from LeBlanc. What do we gotta say? Oh, it's just extra stuff. I'll do this later. Actually, I just realized I just closed my stream. My stream! Well, that was weird. I guess because it's not locked to the actual screen, it kind of did a weird thing. But that's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Whatever. It's okay. Alright, moving on. Let's talk to him again. This the cheap stuff. I ain't complaining or nothing, just making an observation. Tastes like dog piss. This is real important information I'm trying to share here. Valuable, you might say, and you buy me the cheapest beer in the house. It's a little rude, maybe, but that's okay. It ain't my problem. So listen here. This is what I wanted to tell you. My office window looks out on your mama's yard, and I'm always keeping an eye on the street. There's a little ways back, right after Catherine passed. I was looking out there on the street like I do, and I see these shield security types leaving the house. They were carrying a box. You saw shield security leaving Catherine's house with a box? That's what I'm saying, Robot. They was walking out the front door with a box, casual as can be. And where the hell were you? Ain't you some kind of security robot yourself? Why didn't you stop the shield agents? Well, because I was busy. With what? You know, just busy. Who cares with what? When are you ever busy with anything? All the time. I could hardly get a minute to relax. And what were you doing? I told you I was looking out the window and I saw shield people. So to answer the question, Brett, you see these people breaking into a house, and you're always coming around here bragging about stopping the bad guys. If I wasn't so busy, I might have killed you. I might have killed them. Sometimes I wonder if half these stories you tell. Ask around town, everyone knows I'm a killer. Or just fantasies you make up to convince yourself. I was taking a shit. Detective Smith's tie. Just should have said it, man. Come on, just say you were in the washroom. Detective Smith's tie as a moment of silence settles over the room. The window's next to the toilet. I'm always watching the street because I have irritable bowel syndrome. Okay, I can get maybe why you didn't have to go into that much detail. I hadn't even started wiping when I seen them shield dudes, alright, brah? Would you run down Apple Street with poo all of your ass? The man closes his eyes and shakes his head slowly. I take that as a no. You wouldn't. Nobody would. You've got to have a clean ass to fight crime. Now everybody knows that. Had I been done wiping, I guarantee you they'd be dead right now. I'm serious. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. What would S.H.I.E.L.D. be looking for? Hell if I know. Laura St. Clair, the regional CEO they got over there, she always took a bit of interest in your mama. Yo, mama. I hear she's a loose cannon. Why would she be interested in my mom? Everybody was. She's right, everybody wanted what was in her head. What makes her a loose cannon? That's just what they say. You talking about Laura? Piece of work, that woman. Surprised she hadn't run the whole operation to the ground. Only reason the board keeps her on deck is because of her father. A lot of people want her gone. Who's her father? Thomas St. Clair founded Clair Bionics. They made robots just like your friend here. Hell, Million might be a St. Clair unit herself. Anyhow, man's rich as can be. Thomas St. Clair's a servant of the devil. There Gus goes with this bullshit. Not bullshit, it's truth. Alright, Gus. Enough about Laura and St. Clair. Before you go, I got one more thing. I'm hungry. Would you be a real nice gesture of appreciation if you bought your informant something to eat? And circle back afterwards, I might have a little more information to share. Oh my goodness, this man. You're right, he is going to bleed me dry. What a jerk. What now? Old boy got hungry? Yep. Sucker born every day. Good for business, I guess. I should have mentioned I don't much care for fries here, but that's okay, I ain't complaining. Just would have liked me a sandwich is all, but forget all that. What's important right now is that you understand what I told you. I saw S.H.I.E.L.D. thugs leaving your mama's house with a box. What a box contained? No idea, but they was in there looking for something, no telling what. They got them headquarters deep inside the refinery, that old plantation house where the real action happens. If I had to guess, that's where they was headed. That'd be it. Say, Keith, you getting all this? Every word. Keith's making himself a little news website. What's the name going to be, Keith? I got a few ideas in my mind. You just like Duck, bruh. Duck used to be a news junkie too, digging up on all the bigwigs. Digging up dirt on all the bigwigs. That was before cancer knocked him on his ass. Some people just want to know the truth. You been by to see Duck K? The man could use a visitor. Who? No wonder you don't remember your mama talking about me. Got a pecan for a brain. Kay, I find it surprising you do not remember Duck. Even the damned robot thinks it's sad. You got poor Catherine turning in her grave, kid. You better go see him. That old boy knows shit no one else does. Where is he? What do you mean? Kate must have took you to see Duck 1,000 times. Just think about it for 2 seconds. Perhaps LeBlanc is right, to suggest that we visit him at some point. Perhaps. Oh yes, quite. Wait, why do you talk like that? Did they make you in England or something? You sound like a queen. That hiccup surprised me. Thank you. Weird thing. Anyhow, I figure I'll be seeing you two again. Good luck. Excuse me. I have more questions. Hurry it up, then. We'll need help getting in the refinery. Getting in that refinery ain't easy. I know that much from experience. You should find one of them people like they've been talking about on the news to help you out. Oil pirates barricading Highway 1, diverting pipelines and all this. Them the only kid I kinda seen to get through security. They was saying on TV one of them pirates been hiding at Bitcherwood. It's all over the TV. Points to the television. Another pipeline explosion has left residents in the lower St. Charles Bay shaken. A band familiar to local law enforcement known as the Luck. Yeah, I read this part already. What a sleazebag bunch this was. Conspiracy theorist, a bartender who's a really god junkie, and then you, slimy McSlimeball, and drunk man. This has taken another unusual turn. Erica told us that Blake was headed here yesterday evening, but the bartender says that Blake hasn't come by in weeks. Something may have happened on his way here. LeBlanc says that S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen a box of your mother's possessions. We have nothing else to go on. We must retrieve the stolen items and hope that they point us towards your brother. Accessing S.H.I.E.L.D.'s headquarters won't be easy. Without assistance, perhaps impossible. I suggest we recruit help before attempting it ourselves. Probably a good idea. How does it feel to be back in the house, Kay? I could rather be anywhere else. You weren't happy here before you left. I understand why. You and Catherine didn't get along. She never said it, but I know she regretted the way she spoke to you in those days. I don't mean to dwell on such difficult topics. Pardon me. Stuff I didn't do. Never ended up at the Floodgate Tavern. Erica said Blake was headed to the Floodgate Tavern last night. Gus, the bartender, said Blake never showed up. Your brother never showed up? Oh, crap. Damn. Every time. I feel like the hitboxes on, like, they're lower. I don't know. Why is this one so large down here, but this one's so little? Small complaints. It doesn't take much from the game. Old man in NORCO said Pawpaw had delusions about your mom. He believed her to be a descendant of Jesus Christ by the way of her Cajun ancestry. Private investigator Brett LeBlanc. He saw S.H.I.E.L.D. agents leaving your house with a box following your mom's death. An old friend of your mom's. Your memory of him is scattered and vague. LeBlanc suggested you visit him, but where does he live? Try to recollect. His health. He took a turn before you left. A bit of a lethargy, irregular breathing, sores on his leg. Your mom brought him food on days when he was unable to stand. His face. Brief, generous smiles, but otherwise placid, expressionless. I was always happy to see him. His son, dead at 14. An explosion in the yard. Natural gas leaking from a pipe. Something caused a spark. Pipeline. Across the property to the S.H.I.E.L.D. chemical annex. There's only one neighborhood along that fence line. What's left of it, anyhow. Small fragments of his home pass through the black ink of your mind. The perennial accumulation of dust, the damp curtains and pile of cans on the kitchen table in those refinery shadows of the little slab bungalow. Duck lives in Dimes. Just forget who this person is. Oh yeah, Duck. I forgot about him. I liked him. Dimes is the neighborhood along the fence line of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s chemical annex. Duck lives there. Laura Sinclair is regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oil. Her role is not secure. The board would like to replace her, but they fear the influence of her father. Fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi River Bature Woods. Thomas Sinclair is Laurent Sinclair's father and an affluent founder of Claire Bionics, a machine learning startup. Guess we haven't found out enough yet. You knock. No answer. Still no answer. It's fine. Oh god, no, not again. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go here. Oh my. Frightening. Let's give a little save first, maybe. Oh wait, hold on, they said there was a fugitive. There was that guy at the, Oh yeah, we're going to Dimes anyway. There's that fugitive. You know what, let's start with here. I know here for sure is where I'm supposed to be, at least. Like, you know. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s chemical annex sits at a small distance from the house. The house is partially boarded up. You assume it's an artifact of hurricane preparation that has since become a permanent fixture. Hello? Hello, sir. You're just sitting. Not the first ones to come through here, toppling all over all my shit in the dark. Since the buyout, people think this neighborhood's all the way empty, come around looking for copper. But you wouldn't do that kind of thing, Kay? Not like your brother. You're just hanging out in the dark? Yes, I am. How's it been, Duck? How's it been? About how it looks. Made such a mess with that head drive just trying to keep myself out of trouble till my turn to go, so... You mentioned a buyout? You must have noticed coming in, the houses are all gone. People here been fighting with S.H.I.E.L.D. all their lives. They got a little momentum on their side after the last explosion. Papers were making S.H.I.E.L.D. look bad. But hell, we were here first. S.H.I.E.L.D. moved in. We suffered. Gas leaks, noise, explosions. Can't grow my vegetables out in the yard. Won't grow. Never cared to move, but I knocked doors for it anyhow. If S.H.I.E.L.D. had never dropped in on us, my little plot of land would have been worth something. Money they were offering to buy us out was alright. Be worth a lot more had they never come. Number they put in front of me, I said piss on it. I could have sued after Reese died. I just didn't have the energy for it. Now I'm the last one left in dimes. So, I'm sorry about Reese. It's history. Most days I can't remember his face, if I'm honest. When you fill out the survey, the head drive clinic, they ask you to write down memories. Troll points, they call them. All of them years ago, I couldn't stand to write out his name. It was too painful. I skipped his memory. Regretted it at first, but I'm thankful for it now. Be a lot worse if that monster carried a piece of my body inside it. Head drive? I unleashed it, the monster. Superduck. Calls itself that just to get to me. Just to piss me off. It's my fault, that company that made it for me. I should have known that from the get-go. They only do their business at night. Found out later they ain't even got a license. Your mother went to the same clinic for hers. Tried to warn her. The junk that was in my brain, begins to laugh, is spreading around like a virus. It's even in the trees. I told your mother, don't get messed up in any of that. And she tells me it's talking to her through the radio. I said, turn off the radio. She never listens, stopped responding to me. Figure that monster's got money to burn. Catherine didn't want to leave her debt for you to deal with, so... Kept up with my mom? Up until the night near the end. Up until right near the end, she lived like she wasn't sick. She never quit. But I could see it wearing on her. Took a toll on her body. It started in her liver. They burned it out. Thought maybe it was the end of it. Before you know it, they found a little in her lungs. She was still going all over town, walking up and down airline like some kind of bag lady. Figured she thought it'd go away if she ignored it, but that didn't work out for her. Once it came for me, it never did quit. It's been getting... I've been getting sores. Cramps every day. Can't keep nothing down. Tried to tell her that. Said, Catherine, this is not the kind of thing you can work off. You think she listened? By the time it got to her brain, that was all there was to it. No more walking. No more doing nothing. But she'd already gotten fed up with me by that point. Never really made amends before they put her in that mausoleum with your daddy. Hurts my head thinking about what can you do? No hiding from God's will. So, I have more questions about Mom. This monster my mom was working for. Ain't even thinking about that thing. It knows I'm here dying while it grows and grows. Big disgusting toxic birds sprouting from the ground all over the region with teeth and hands and all kinds of shit. Unbelievable. Turns my stomach. But you know what? I won't be the first to die. Hell no. I'd roped your mother into some lunacy. It wouldn't tell me what the details. Couldn't get a single word out of her after that point. Did you attend her funeral? I planned to. Arranged for my godchild to pick me up and everything. But the day of the service, couldn't hardly walk. Heard it from a couple people. It was a beautiful one. For all the bridges she burned, there were plenty of people had nice things to say. You and a few of her colleagues from the university showed up, the ones who got her sacked. I know that have chapped her ass. They buried her with that fake little ring she always wore around her neck. She said she'd remind her of who she was. Figure she probably wanted to give it to you, but you were gone, and Blake, well, he'd have pawned it to anyone fool enough to buy it. So, ring around her neck was a fake? You don't know the story of it? Kind of a funny, it weren't so sad. Your granddaddy wanted to prove he was from oil stock, so he broke into a pawn shop up there on Airline and stole the biggest ruby he could find. Went around telling everyone it was from Old World, said it traveled from France to Nova Scotia down the Mississippi River. Well, that was a bunch of bullshit. He ended up in Angola for it. Thought they never did find that ring. Catherine took it to an appraiser one time. It's cubic zirconia, fake. The man spent months in jail for a piece of fake jewelry. After that, everyone started calling him King Pierre. They laughed him out of crevasse. Almost fired from university? Sure, you were young. Couldn't have been too long after Blue passed. She lied up and down to get that job, and it weren't nothing special, neither. Just a community college in the city. But that's Catherine. Never wanted to play it straight. Suppose Blake took it after her in some respect. Enough about Mom. We're trying to get into the refinery. Not a good idea, Kay. What for? Stole my mom's stuff. Well, that's interesting. Regional executive. She took particular interest in your mother. Why? She wanted to know the things Catherine knew, I suppose. Mother was out on the lake. She heard Shield or somebody was building some kind of rig out there. She wanted to find out for herself. Didn't find what she was looking for, but she found something. Sounded to me like her medication was messing with her head. But she insisted it was real. Some kind of UFO said it followed her for nearly a mile. But anyhow, that CEO got at Shield. She's about as far out of her mind as your mother was. She must have caught wind of all this. Catherine got to be careful with her in her old age. Paranoid, even. She kept the important things she kept hidden. Whatever Shield stole, it wasn't nothing important. But you want to get it back. Can you help us get in? I'm going to regret telling you this, but I've been sitting on it so long, I've been dying to tell somebody. I don't know how Shield managed to do it, but they fucked up. They bought out this neighborhood, and ever since they did, they put me behind a firewall. Got a computer terminal back there. Every time I boot it up, I got a view of the inside. Not like I know what the hell to do with it. Clicked around a little bit, got myself lost, can't hardly read the screen. Computer's back there in the little library. Have a look. Whatever you do, Kay, I'm asking you, do be careful. Thank you. You were, actually, the most helpful person I've met the entire game so far. To the library, then. Strange ornamental box. What's in it? You attempt to open the box, it's locked. It's fine. Trophy sitting atop the bookshelf reads Junior Champion Reese Richards, St. Charles Parish, YX2B. Ephemeral. Collection of bills, letters, and photographs are pinned to the board. The photographs are all various industrial infrastructural landscapes that you would recognize from around the region. The Geismar aluminum refinery, the grain and elevators downriver, the airport control tower. Printout containing the letterhead of a law office in Metairie sits in the tray of the printer. Mr. Richard, after carefully studying the circumstances of the buyout, we recommend that you proceed with relocation. Shield is not legally obligated to provide you with an easement. You may find yourself trespassing on private property when leaving and returning to your home. Which is why he hasn't left in forever, obviously. You haven't given him a choice. The head of a buck is mounted to the wall. He has no one to take care of him, doesn't he? He's just on his own. Computer console with a large trackpad and magnified display. You pass your finger over the trackpad, waking the machine. Shield security terminal is displayed on the console. You sit before the Shield terminal display. Ooh. Shield drone fleet. This is a map of Shield Sentinel drone security fleet. The entrance to the refinery is in Zone A. If we want to gain access to the refinery, then it may be necessary to clear the Sentinels from this zone. There are currently 3 drones patrolling Zone A. Perhaps there is a way of relocating them to other zones. Max capacity is 3 drones. You can never have more than 3. There's 2 in this. There's 1 in here. Select destination from the neighborhood boundaries. I need 1 in F. Oh, nope. E. C. Move drone to C. And move drone to D, E, or whichever. And oh, what? Seems there is a precaution in place to prevent any zone from being unsecured, but there may be a way around this. No zone can host more than 3 drones. When one zone contains no drones, then a maximum capacity neighbor will relocate a drone to its unsecured neighbor. This means that when removing the last drone from Zone A, we must secure that none of its neighbors are at maximum capacity. Huh. Interesting. Alert. Zone A unsecured. The drones have been cleared from the entrance area of the refinery. I suspect this will be helpful. I do it the best. Thank you. Good night. I'm sorry, that's so rude. I couldn't not do it, really. I had to do it. Is this open before? Yeah, it was. Off we go to shield. Wait, what? Didn't we get rid of these drones? A new generation of St. Clair units. They are running the latest cloud distribution SCOSs. Their armor is composed of more durable and lightweight alloys than my own. Gaining access to the facility will not be a trivial task. Indeed, it may not be possible with only the 2 of us. Are you prepared? Hold off for a minute. Are you prepared? Yeah, okay, so I sent the drones away, but I have to find a way to get rid of these guys, which means maybe getting the fugitive to be found. Let's see what happens. Oh, I actually have to fight. Oh. The hell is the matter with you two? Get the hell off the premises now. As I feared, I'm no match for these newer models. I said now, shitbirds! It may be best to seek help outside. Let us inquire around town. I'm gonna load. Yeah, I'm gonna need to grab some friends or something. Let's go to Dime's Discount. They're gone. Freight loader is being repaired on the Batur Woods over the levee. Pardon me. Oh my gosh. I don't know where that... Oh my Goodness. Did you kill the horse? Either you see a dog, a little black pit, green eyes. You see her, you send her this way. She answers to Potts. You're the one they're looking for. Well, so what? Lucky make the news? They want trouble, here I am. See that dog, you send her this way. Okay, I'll send her this way. There's the dog. Stocky pit bull. It's the pit bull. As you reach down to pet the dog, she shows her teeth and growls softly. This dog looks kinda hungry. What do dogs eat? Dog food, bruh? Dogs eat dog food. Okay, of course. To the discount. Gas station. Give me the dog food. Thank you for your purchase. Then we go back. Dog food. Generic bag of dog food. You pour the heap of food onto the ground before the dog. She laps up the kibble and follows behind you as you step away. Yeah! Now I got a doggy. Do I need the creepy man? Is the dog enough? I doubt the dog is enough. I wish the dog was enough. You, sir. Should we read these now? Later. Potts! You bought back my pot liquor. She was having me worry. Potts now, she tough as they come, but Lucky thought they had her. He reaches down and pets the dog behind her ears as she pants eagerly. He regards Million. Say, Robot, you look familiar. You a clairbionics unit? No. Alright then, just thought you might feel lucky in on a little gossip. What gossip? Laura St. Clair, she is one unusual character, toning that refinery inside out on some wild goose chase. For what? What I was hoping a robot might tell me. But anyhow, they call me Lucky. I stick around here. You need help, you find me. Help is what I need. That's right. We must infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. to retrieve some stolen property. We could use a hand. I done got past them fences more than I can count. That's a good time. Even got me a couple grenades in my bag. Lucky'll come. You can count on Lucky. Now that there are so many of us, we'll need the truck to get around. Let's return to the house. I hope to finish repairs quickly. To home we go. In the backyard, I think we need to go, right? We're like a band of renegades now, I guess. Renegade! 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 Oh, oh. I need to stand up for a second, but I'll still keep going. I just need to stand up. Ugh. Oh! God. Oh. Okay. Alright. What do you gotta say, Lucky? So this is Miss Madera's house, then. Lucky knew your mama a bit. How? She was around, seen her a time or two. She wasn't no friend to the companies, neither. They'd have liked to have her dead. They got their wish. Old man nods. They did. These companies want to get off the oil. Too much trouble. You mean? They put them wind turbines out in the Gulf, and now they building a brain. A brain? Hell, everybody know they in there building a brain. All the refineries doing that, going to hook them all up, make a bigger brain. But that ain't enough to outsmart Lucky. Lucky's smarter than any big brain you can dream up. They going to use it to find fuel out in space. Best of luck to them. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to make a buck. Then why can't I? Why get in their way? Lucky ain't nobody's way. Everybody liked Lucky just fine. Didn't you blow up an oil pipeline? He maintains a neutral expression as he watches the tree line. Lucky done blowing up all kinds of shit. Yeah. Indiscriminate blowing up of anything. People think Lucky hates S.H.I.E.L.D. Lucky don't hate S.H.I.E.L.D. He just like causing trouble. Without S.H.I.E.L.D. and nobody have a job in this place. But here come that robot. We best get moving. You want to talk more? Just tap me on the shoulder. I finished repairing the truck. Shall we attempt to access S.H.I.E.L.D.? Let's do it. No! No! Monkey! Monkey! No! We have to pull over. We have to go back. Monkey flies from the bed of the truck as Million speeds down the highway. Oh god, Monkey, no. Monkey, no. Why? Why? I want Monkey back. I want Monkey back. Lucky shouts over the noise of the highway. What you got, Kay? What do you know about S.H.I.E.L.D.? Lucky knows all about all there is to know. What about it? How long has it been in NORCO? S.H.I.E.L.D. came here early. All this area was plantations. Weren't no money in that after slavery. Got all that oil right here in the Gulf. Oil companies come in, get the land cheap. River connects straight to it. Whole operation down here used to run from the central headquarters. Then they split it. Yep, to split it up to get around some laws. Now you got this regional corporation with Laura St. Clair at the top. The man laughs. Bet they regret that idea. Tell me about Laura. Laura St. Clair is the regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. NORCO. Board of directors appointed her because of Thomas, her daddy. They was thinking that they get her, they get her daddy. Look how that worked out. She done lost her mind, and Thomas, he don't want nothing to do with her. What do you mean? Well, hell, it's in all the newspapers. She's been sending survey teams out into the lake. Why's she sending them out there? Don't make no sense. That area of the lake, they ain't got no oil, no salt domes, whatever she looking for, it ain't much to do with oil. Tell me about Thomas. Thomas started on the company that gets all the security contracts around here. Got his degree from LSU, moved out to California to make robots. Man's a billionaire. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s board of directors appointed his daughter thinking they could get some kind of expertise at the discount. They ain't know the drama back then, but they sure know it now. Thomas legally disowned his daughter. She tried stealing Claire Bionics out from under him. Some people say she even tried to kill him. You said they're building a brain. S.H.I.E.L.D. is trying to find a way to get off this oil. Too much politics in it. They want us to find minerals where there ain't no people. And where's that? He points up at the sky. Out in them stars, but you can't go flying around up there without a big brain. That's why they was hoping to get a Laura St. Clair's daddy, but too bad for them. That's enough about S.H.I.E.L.D. You're from around here? Lucky come from Valcherie. Right up the river, but he done travel the land, walked to Knoxville, sailed to Mexico. Lucky done seen a good piece of this world. How long have you had Potts? Potts been by Lucky's side 2 years. Found her pregnant beneath a car one day. Couldn't stand to see her like she was. Met a man with some land, wanted the babies. Thought we'd part ways, but shoot, guess I got used to her being around. She returned all I did for her many times. Cool. Let's go. We're going to S.H.I.E.L.D. Let's do a quick little savey-wavy. I'm gonna be fighting these robots. No sentinel drones around. Once we clear these two, we're in. Ready? The man nods. Take him down. Wow. Wow, he's so strong. Nothing much to it. When them sentinels not around, they'll let you more or less walk into the place. Hey, would you take a look at that big fella? The freight mover? Hell of a machine. Could really put on a show with one of them. Lucky just thinking out loud. Let's get to it, eh? Refinery's ours. Oh, we're back to Catherine now. With whatever this is. Catherine, you made it. This is Superduck? Oh, God. What? What? Catherine, you made it to the warehouse with Big Bird. I sure did. We have a job for you. It will pay. It will solve some problems before you die. Dallas. Sup? No stranger to the network. You will assist Catherine. Yes. Catherine, in the lake, you saw the stone. We saw you see the stone. We want the stone, but it has evaded us. Superduck is... what else? A network. A system of signals, wireless communications of locusts and frogs, cypress roots, disease vectors, internet of flesh, biomimicry, internet of internet, radio towers, distributed AI, distributed birds in flight. Superduck saw you see the stone because Superduck was an eagle in the sky. The stone is a sky thing that many want, but it reveals itself to no one. No one except for you, Catherine. It followed you through the lake. It loves you. It seeks you. It will submit to you. But we must act fast. S.H.I.E.L.D. wants the stone. Claire Bionics wants the stone. Superduck wants the stone. And John has the stone. John. Everyone hates John. Everyone follows John. Influencer, dopamine fiend, convinced himself he has faith in God, convinced others even. Some young and idealistic, some old and bitter. These are the Garretts of John. You will find them gathered in the bowels of the Promenade Mall in Kenner. John has hidden the stone in his forgotten place. We will use the stone as in an attempt to fulfill his prophecies, but his are the prophecies of a fool. Uh-huh. Got it. Go get me my shiny stone. Hurry, before you die. I want to eat it. Have a good evening, and what? Have a good evening, you two. What? Yeah, okay. Can you please explain to me what... So wait. Sorry, go. You go. What was that? What was that? There's a bird with teeth the size of my head living inside that warehouse. Yeah. That's normal to you? No, but I mean, I've seen some stuff in my life. Me too, but... What's this stone? He said it loves you. What was that all about? I don't know, I saw a drone or something in the lake. Why does he keep calling it a stone? Stone, drone, I have no idea. I was a little distracted. Well, I need you to start paying attention, or neither one of us is getting paid tonight. Got the gist. Some internet weirdos are living in some mall and they've got this stone. That's right, Kenner, John, and his gang. Kenner, John, and his gang. They're keeping the stone in an old Promenade Mall in Kenner. We need to find a way inside. Get the stone, bring it back here. You got that? Go to the abandoned mall, steal the magical stone, bring it to the giant warehouse bird. Couldn't be more clear. To the mall, I guess. Single car sits in the parking lot. A subdivision at the mall's rear is beyond the lot. Drainage canal? Fence joins the backside of two strip malls. The crevice between them reveals a smear of light towards Williams Boulevard. Beyond the fence is a drive-through chicken car audio mattresses. Wow, I sure jumbled that one up a little bit, huh? Beyond the fence is drive-through chicken, car audio, mattresses direct to you, water towers, and power lines, and crumbling concrete and traffic signs, abortive landscaping attempts, unkempt shrubs, solar-fed Christmas lights weathered and forgotten. That was quite the run-on sentence. The downpour finds its way into the drainage canal, its water level slowly rising. Potato chips. Half-eating bag of potato chips sits beneath the car. That's Keith? Who? Keith Broussard, the guy I went to high school with. Where'd you go to high school? Estrahan. Estrahan's right down the street. Not so odd you see him here. In an abandoned parking lot in the rain in the middle of the night. Guess I've been on this app too long. Seems fine to me. Keith? Kate. All right, sister. Thought that was you. What's up? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm working. It's Keith from the bar. Me too. Working a case, starting with a little news website. What's the website? Ain't got a name yet. Still trying to come up with something. Cool. Something cool. Keith's News Alert or something like that. I'm just trying to report on what's really happening around here. What are you investigating? Tell me about this case you're working on, Keith. I'm trying to get to this bottom of what's going on in this mall right here. Where they got small boys coming in and out. Textbook adrenochrome harvesting facility. Guy who runs this operation looks about as much like a pervert as you could picture. Kenner John? You got it. Man looks like a slug. What do you know about Kenner John? I know he got his start posting in the comment section in New Orleans News and Views. He'd go in there saying he learned how to speak to God. Got himself some attention that way. Before you know it, before you know it, this gaggle of boys started following him around. Sick stuff. Guy's a sicko. I should keep moving, but maybe I'll come back to later and see how the case is going. I'd like that, sister. Come pass by. Why I don't see you around as often these days? Staying busy. You mind me asking you something? Just a thing I found myself wondering about. Sure. Don't mean for this to be rude, but how come you treated Blue the way you did? One of the best men I ever knew. Why would you ask that? He kept his name. Figured it couldn't have been all that bad. Just something I wonder. I'll wonder about something else. Hey, forget I asked. I'm too busy to be thinking about that right now. Then go be busy, Kate. I didn't mean to rattle you in like that. Catherine crouches and peers beneath the garage door. Sports commentator blares from a television in the far corner. She studies the space beyond the threshold. A compressor, ice chest, tackle boxes, stacks of cardboard, buckets of bolts and welding scrap, kitchen supplies, a butane stove, laundry baskets filled with cans of cat food, an old candle burning to its base and tipped onto the floor. Stacks of disintegrating newspapers, a microphone stand, a collection of shadeless lamps lined against the walls as if awaiting a firing squad. Situated amidst the clutter, a man in a red folding chair watches the television, his back turned away. I'm gonna wait. Four-door, mid-sized SUV, an older model, well-maintained. I'm ready to retire. I'm a little lost. What's up? I don't know what the hell's going on. Superduck is what? Superduck? Yeah. What is it? Something like a virus. It infects things, animals, trees, phones, whatever else. So what was that thing in the warehouse? A node in the network. There's a handful around the region. We use the app long enough, you get to know them. And the app is for doing whatever this virus wants you to do? I don't know, just how I keep the lights on. Who's John? The thing in the warehouse mentioned a John. Kenner John. You don't know Kenner John? Never heard of him. Happy for you. He makes videos. They get all shared over the internet. I watch a couple. Religious stuff. You religious? Turned away for a while, but cancer brought me back. No doubt. John's a divisive figure among the faithful, not the most orthodox preacher. Where do we find this stone? That thing Super's looking for? Promenade Mall in Kenner. That's what Super said anyhow. How'd you get involved with Superduck? This all used to happen on Craigslist. Posts showing up, the strangest things. I was bussing tables uptown, couldn't swing rent, had a kid to feed. Started responding to the listings. First one I ever did was steal a head drop. Broke into a man's house in Norcron. Obviously, I'm playing Elden Ring from saying Norcron instead of NORCO. Stole it right out of his office. Brought it to another house. People there were just like me. Just like you, how? Didn't know shit. They were all there because of the post, just like I was. House wasn't theirs. Nobody knew whose house it was. Plugged in the head drive into a wall. They gave me some cash. I left. That's how it started, huh? Plastic case device lies in the grass. What is that thing? I had to guess. Say it was a tracker. Don't know what use it is laying in the mud. What are you doing? Just... She steps into the garage. Wait here. She regains her posture beyond the door. The man doesn't notice her. Sports commentators analyze a touchdown. The man watches with rapt attention, his head craned. Commercial breaks. A helicopter view of the Houston Astrodome. The advertisement for detergent. Silly dog spills a plate of fries and ketchup. Everyone is smiling by the end, petting the dog. Mother is old. She sits in the domestic light of her daughter's home. They hold hands. The guitar plays a hopeful song. Her daughter helps the mother with her wardrobe. It cannot stop the progression of the disease. The side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. The severity of the side effects may increase with dose, weight gain, loss of appetite. Daughter helps mother with her shoes. The daughter looks up into the camera. Thank you, the mother says. Mother says, her eyes a theater of affection. The daughter smiles, still holding her mother's feet. You're welcome, Mom. The daughter helps the mother with her chair, and out the door into the golden brilliant daylight. The branding fades in and a commercial break ends. Man rubs his nose, then picks it, then rolls his head. He turns his head over his shoulder towards the garage door, looks at Catherine, turns back towards the television. He turns again quickly and jumps in his chair. What in the... Catherine lifts both hands, palms out. Sorry to startle you. Hell are you in my garage for? This is about Bruce, isn't it? Who? Bruce? That's right, Bruce, my son. You must be a journalist or something. A social worker? You probably know him as Garrett. Ever since he got himself mixed up in that internet freak, people like you been coming by asking about him. But I keep saying the same thing. I don't talk to him. I can't even get him on the phone no more. We work together at the plant in NORCO, but I guess he goes out of his way to avoid me. Of course, he landed a computer job while I'm busting my ass with Torch all day. Won't even look at his daddy in the eyes. My kid, she left, never came back. It's hard. Hard, all right. I can't focus on nothing around here, always waiting for him to call. Even started digging through all these boxes, looking for the stuffed monkey he'd carry around as a kid. Sounds just like my daughter. Figured I could give it to him as a kind of peace offering. What would you tell him if he ever came back? Hell, I don't know, get some sense. Guess I'd say, Bruce, you're my boy, and this here's your home. Wouldn't turn you away for nothing. That cult shit, that Garrett shit, let it go. Just come back home. That's what I'd say. If you see him, if you see Bruce, will you tell him that? Hell, you can even record it and hang on to it until you see him. Block my number, I can't get a word to him. I don't have anything to record with. Then come back when you do and I'll repeat it. I ain't got no shame left. Now go on, get out of my garage. You pick the gator. Guess let's try. Go in through here. All three. What? Some kind of recruitment video. Earn the badge, Garrett. What? Some kind of recruitment video. Find salvation. Plays on the monitor above the entrance. In the stars. Look up to the skies. Imagery flashes across the screen, punctuated by text. Three geometric shapes. Find all three. Name tag that reads Garrett pinned to a gray on blue shirt. Earn the badge. Tower circled by scaffolding. Find salvation in the stars. Two teens speak in whispers behind the gate. Each has a similar bowl cut, black shoes, and wears a blue-collared shirt with a name tag that reads Garrett. The older of two eyes, Catherine indifferently. Yeah. Is the mall open? Been a long time since I've come to this mall. Is it still open? Two boys snicker. Not for you. We're trying to get inside. Either of you gentlemen care to help us into this place? No one's gonna help you. You have to help yourself. Is this how you live your life, walking around parking lots in the rain asking for help? No, well, more or less. It's time you take responsibility for yourself. Lift, become strong. Get a new fit. You look like you're wearing a bag. No more soft drinks. Eat soft drinks. Then don't drink them. You need to be initiated before we can even consider letting you in. Initiated how? Humorous. How many readings have you collected? 3? Bullshit. Then tell me how many days the arc took to complete. 20? I don't know. 20 days? So you have no idea what's going on around here. Guilty. You need to pull yourself together. I can help you, but first you need to help yourself. How? Sad. Sad. Really sad. So listen, John's got an app, okay? You need to install it if you have any hope of making your way in here. Even once you're inside, you'll need the readings to visit the cathedral. Cathedral? The place where the divine objects reside. Don't talk about that with the sieves, moron. What's the app called? The app? The one you just mentioned 2 seconds ago, to get in the mall. John Kenner's book. Or, no, it's Kenner John's Apocryphon. That's it. Kenner John's Apocryphon. Install that shit. Catherine pulls out her phone. Done. Congrats, you're on your way to being less of a fuck-up. I don't want to talk to these terrible teens right now. Okay. I see. I have to look for these shapes and environments now. Okay, let's leave. I am friend. We need your help. Garrett said to speak to you. We don't know where to find the first sculpture. The first reading of John. Not far, in a yard. And I can only imagine it must be just like this place over here. Yay, okay, so I have to look for those trackers. First reading from the Apocryphon of John Kenner. Early years you spent inside, TV on, Dad blaring the games, says he keeps Christ in his heart, but it's a lie. Kenner is the only place on Earth, nowhere to go, no one to hang out with. Your flesh is alien, the house is a prison, only escape is through fiber lines. Someone in the forums posts a flyer for a show, somewhere to meet people, something to do. Whatever, you borrow your dad's car and go. Step into St. Somewheres, and you immediately know, these aren't your people, Garrett. You make a few jokes, someone calls you a Nazi, you throw the first punch, things spiral out of control. You're outside bleeding, pushing someone's face into a trash can full of Go cups and beer bottles. The scum are screaming at you, stop, but you won't. Someone knocks you over the head with a floor jack and falls to the ground. They think you're dead. You're unconscious for 13 days. You wake up with a slouched mouth on your left side, determined to ruin everyone's life. You watch the forums closer now. You call the cops on the next show, and the next show, and the next show. You get the place shut down for a while. You didn't let up. Good job. Fuck the scum. That's detached. Full on detached right there. Okay, that's one. Do you think friend's gonna tell me? I don't actually want to read this all. Okay, friend, can you tell me anything else? First reading of John's. Try going to St. Somewheres. Get called fash. Get knocked over the head with a tire iron. Huh. Okay. But I have to be careful when I travel. Because this version, or at least in this half of the chapter, I'm limited by money. How much do I have left? 82. Okay. To go to St. Somewheres. Dumpy dog. It's the dumpy dog customer. Oh, my stomach doesn't feel right. That hot dog finally catching up to you? This past couple hours has been the worst experience of my life. Why'd you let me eat that thing? They seem fresh to me. I'm a liar. They were a little gray, but otherwise they seemed fine. Yeah, that's what I thought too. After you left, my stomach started screaming. Yeah, you know how hard it is to find a bathroom in the French Quarter. Santa was right. But you found one. That's good. No, I didn't find one. What did you do? You don't want to know. Yes, I do. Oh, but I do. You'd give me bad vibes, you know that? You want to know how I dealt with the insane explosive diarrhea that I got because of you? Is this some kind of power trip or something? Do you go around coaxing young men into eating old gray hot dogs most nights, or is this a special occasion? Special occasion. And then you follow them around and see where they go. See where and how they took a shit. Is that what you do with your weeknights? Yes. I'm here, aren't I? Alright, fine, I'll tell you, but just remember that you asked after you leave the French Quarter, I'm standing there with flannel ass, enjoying my second hot dog. I can tell something's wrong with my stomach. I run up the street to use the bathroom, and it's some tourist trap, but the bouncer throws me out right when it's my turn in line. By that point, I'm desperate. I unlock my bike, I start riding home as fast as I can. Nearly run over a couple of pedestrians. I'm on Elysian Fields in St. Cloud, major intersection. Tons of traffic backed up for about a quarter of a mile because there's an accident. I know that I'm going to shit myself. It's coming. I'm in a state of complete panic. If I shit right there, dozens of people will see it. I need privacy fast. There's a stretched limo Hummer pulled on the side of the road with people hanging on the sidewalk next to it. It looks like high school students. Maybe they're getting ready to go to a dance or something. They're all congregated on the side of the limo, like on the sidewalk. I'm on the street on the opposite side, so I drop my bike right there in the street and sneak into the limo as quietly as I can. No one's in there. They're all outside. I don't think twice. Oh no. I pull my pants down and let loose. It's like... It's, there's a lot of it. It's taking a while. Should I keep going? You're still enjoying yourself? Please continue. You're disgusting. So anyway, while I'm in there, this kid shuts the door, the driver climbs in, and all the lights at the rear end of the limo go out. I guess the driver was just dropping the kids off downtown. I don't know. But at this point, it's just me and him, and there's a tinted window that divides the cab from the rear of the limo. It'd be pretty hard for the driver to see me with his lights out. He gets on the phone, calls his wife or girlfriend or something as he drives away. He thinks the limo is empty. He's got it on speakerphone, and I can hear the whole conversation in my speaker right next to the head. First thing he says is how bad those kids stink. Said he'll never drive young kids like that again. Said they smell like baby diapers. Then he starts like having phone sex. I'm not joking. They immediately launch into it saying like they want to do to each other. All this stuff. Not like it's the biggest deal in the world, but for some reason I won't get into it. I just really don't want to be in there anymore. I just try to open the door thinking fuck it, I'll just jump out, but the door is locked. I check the others, they're all locked. Crawl up to the window and start tapping on it. Sir, you forgot me. He yanks at the phone, cracks the little tinted window. Who in the hell are you? He asks. I'm one of the kids. You forgot to drop me off. Starts shouting, what is that smell? What is that smell? My heart is beating out my throat. I can't breathe. He rolls up the window, calls the police again. I could hear the entire conversation. Operator asks him what the problem is. He says a man broke into his limo and took a shit in it, just like that. A man broke into my limo and took a shit in it. He asks him his location. He pulls off in on the side of the road and waits for the cops. I'm banging on the window, begging him to let me out, saying I'll pay for him to get it cleaned up. He pretends I'm not even there. Still care to listen? I'm this far. You keep going, buddy. You listen to the entirety of Showgoer's Tale. Okay, of course. Alright, so here's what gets me. The New Orleans Police Department has never showed up to anything on time. It takes them hours to show up to a murder scene, right? Well, a squad car pulls up behind the limo within like 3 minutes. At this point, I can't even explain to you. I'm having a heart attack. I'm dying. I crouch down behind the door and wait. There's shit everywhere. It's on my shoes, my hands, my shirt. I have no alibi here. This man gets out, opens the door for the police. I spring out of there and just start running. I don't look back. I can hear the cops shouting. I turn into the neighborhood. There is construction dumpsters about a block away. I run like lightning towards that thing. Dive in. There's barbed wire, nails, all kinds of stuff. I'm getting scratched up. I don't care. Adrenaline is coursing through my veins. I burrow down into the heap of trash like a mole and hide. I can hear the police sirens. Squad cars stops at the dumpster. They get out, look around, they shine the light right on me. I stay perfectly still, holding my breath. They leave. I wait a couple minutes. I climb out. I walk here. I take another shit. I'm so sorry. Well, yeah, well, hot dogs. Yeah, you know, hot dogs. I need like a minute after that. That was, oh my god. What's that? What the heck? That's one thing this game has for sure. The writing's pretty good. Small group gossips conspiratorially. The music spilling from inside drowns out all but the vaguest details. A love triangle. Too much whiskey. Someone kicked in the wall in a fit of rage. Oh god. Hello, door person. The man working the door turns out the cacophony while scrolling through cooking recipes on his phone. No cover tonight. Just checking IDs. This man has like a spider web on his head. We're looking for a sculpture. We're looking for one of Kennerjohn's sculptures. That ring a bell? You talking about the douche whose little gang keeps calling the cops on me? Presumably, yes. You don't look like one of those mall Nazis. What's this about? I'm the mother of Garrett. My son recently got into this stuff. I'm concerned. My condolences. I'm a father myself. I would hate to see my kid get wrapped up in this kind of thing. Anyway, here's what I know. They've got some game they play on their phone. They stick these devices around town like Easter eggs. They find devices, scan them with their phone, something like that. Not sure of the details. They hid one right outside the bar, so I had a little mall Nazi coming by every night to find it. But then last night, Ditchman came and grabbed it. Ditchman? Who's Ditchman? He lives over by the mall. He usually hanging around the ditches feeding the ducks. I don't know the guy, but Bell vouches for him, so he must be alright. Sounds like we're heading back to the mall. That's not his voice at all. Why is Ditchman come around here? If this Ditchman lives all the way out in Kenner, what's he coming around here for? He buys stuff out off Bell. What kind of stuff? The man glances down at Catherine's shoes. Why do you care? I'm just looking for a way into the mall. I'll say this. Ditchman gets stuff from here and takes it to the mall, thinks he's selling it to those little Nazis. What's happening tonight? It's bounce night. Bounce night? Yeah. Crowd seems... She glances around then to Alice. Different than I'd expect. What are you looking at me for? Just, don't you agree? What, bunch of white kids shaking their ass to bounce, so I'm supposed to give a shit? I didn't mean anything by it. All I listened to was Christmas music. Christmas music. That's it. That's the only thing I listen to. Seriously? Oh, don't even start over here having bounce night all for a bunch of white kids. So now it's a problem all of a sudden because all you listen to is Christmas music? Yeah, now it's a problem. That's right. Where are you from, Stinky? Minneapolis? Enough said. Christmas music. Just kind of creepy, that's all you listen to. Creepy? I'm gonna listen to you about what's creepy? Whoa, 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 boys. Christmas music is cozy, helps me relax. That's cool, man, that's fine. God damn. Why does John's gang call the cops on you? I don't know. They try to get every show I book to shut down, maybe because they have nothing better to do. Let's get a drink some other time. Sounds like what we're looking for is in Kenner now. Guess we're headed back to the mall. We're spending all our money getting around town this way. Oh, there it is. Second reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John. Leave the hospital and discover faith, that immaterial essence. Pray, Garrett. Pray in the closet during the football games. Post prayers to the show forums just to fuck with the scum. That's how Garretts find you. One's named Garrett, so they're all named Garrett. Some kind of joke. Doesn't matter. You're Garrett too. 27 Garretts in all. Garrett worked in the basement below the council chambers. Said they had a closet full of old computers. Garrett plugged one in. Used it as a server. That's how Garrett posted sermons in the sky. He projected videos of a guy he found online. Said he grew up in Kenner, just like Garrett. Garrett began watching him too, and told the other Garretts to subscribe. Soon all the Garretts were watching Kenner John. John summoned his flock to the ziggurat of Promenade Mall and taught them about Christ's hidden nature and other secrets of faith. He spoke of these things on the server beneath the... Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness, I wasn't ready for him to just suddenly come out. What do you think about Johnny? Don't you just hate him? A real fuck, isn't he? Can I help you? Oh my gosh, that scared the crap out of me. I was not ready for him to just poke his head in. Catherine, dear, it is I who will be helping you on this night. I knew you'd come to see me, waiting in the ditches. Waiting! No trouble there, child. Happy to do it. You need access to the mall. Here I am, delighted to assist. The man eyes the ring hanging from Catherine's neck. And you even wear the stone of the Magdalene, just as she herself wore it. You are the image of her beauty. This is the guy who thinks that I'm Jesus. Why are you here? We were neighbors once upon a time. Don't you remember? I've only come to help, as neighbors do. She shakes her head. What is this? It is my responsibility to guide you, and to watch over the children. I've been to see Kay. She is well. You have? Holy my goodness. Excuse me? Can you tell me what this is about? It's about a boat. A boat that can get you into the mall. The Garretts, they favor me over John. That little shrimp, that little sad boy. I'll be your guide into the mall, the sanctum of the Garretts. This man, I think he's been following me. To help you. To help. I've always watched over you. But Blue, a good man they say, an asshole. He wouldn't let your pawpaw near you. Well, here I am. I came to tell you, you needn't worry about Kay. Keep her name out of your mouth. Because she'll be home, perhaps too late for you. Dying, they say. From becoming to being, the philosophers say. Where did you see my daughter? Walking through California like it were Galilee. Her robes frayed, splendid, divine, a child of Christ. No, not getting in the ditch with this guy. Fuck no. There is no one else in this place to help you. Do you see anyone else? Anyone who will help? I don't want your help. I don't want to be anywhere near you. Stay away from me and my family. Are we clear? I have all the time in the world, Catherine, but you, dear, you do not. I am not here to frighten you, to harm you. Quite the opposite. Without my help, there will be no getting into this mall. Patience is a virtue of your peepaw. Your pawpaw. Peepaw. I am your only way in. Dallas leads Catherine away from the canal. Let's find that last sculptor. We don't need his help. I know him. The old man smiles and gives an enthusiastic wave as Dallas glances back towards the ditch. Sounds like a stalker. I just don't know. Seems like this parking lot is full of strange men who know your name. Am I missing something here? What do you think? I invited them? I don't know, maybe? I'm just as confused as you are. Well, uh, that was a little frightening. I wasn't really expecting Pawpaw to just kind of like pop up out of like. I mean, I kind of expected him here, yeah, but still, I don't. That give me a little bit of a freaking. Oh my god! Stay away from me, Pawpaw. None of my friends like Pawpaw. What a character. Kenner's full of them. Nah, no kidding. Alright. Well, it's been about 3 hours. I think for today, that's pretty good. We... we heard some story, man. That poo story. That's just like a masterpiece. Anyways, sweet dreams knowing Pawpaw's watching you, and he always has been, and that at least you know you'll never have as bad of BM as that one guy that we gave those hot dogs to. But yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. I'll probably put out a second part of this because this game is wild. See you later.